Come on, baby. I'm faded.
Feeling X-rated.
Started off, welcome to Faded and X-Rated. You got your boy T.Y. You know, we got your boy Day in the building. What's up?
Faded and X-rated.
Okay, you being weird. We got X in the building.
It's about to be a weird time right now.
Hey.
We got Bobby the God.
You heard. I've been at the gas station all night.
And we got Kip in the building.
Yo, 0-4.
So if you don't know what we're
referencing,
referencing, we talking about fantasy football before the podcast started. And we just, since we're talking about fantasy football, let's just go straight to the football topic of the day. Do you think we'll have football in 2 weeks? The way this corona bug is flying. It's not even walking. It's not jogging. It is flying faster than Usain Bolt.
Can I go first? Can I take this first?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got it.
Go ahead.
If anyone needs this season to be over, it needs to be Kit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, can we not bet this year? Can we just let the money go away? But as far as the rest of the year, I honestly, and this is part of the projection I had earlier in the podcast, like a couple weeks back. I don't think they're going to have a season at a certain point because the fact is that we're having teams having to travel across country, and I think this virus is jumping ship with certain people. I think this thing is really flying with certain parties because it started with not so much started with, but we had Cam with the Patriots getting coronavirus. I'm not sure the Titans now got 5 people. Like it's hopping around, and it's hard to contact trace what's happening because the fact is there's 32 teams in the league, and these teams are traveling. So there's 16 travels a week. By the time you get to the point where you catch the shit, it may have been 1 or 2 weeks at that point where this team's already interacted with another team at that point. So I think that the league needs to reevaluate. I think that the only way they can sustain this, because the fact is you're getting star players and starting quarterbacks that are starting to get sick. I think the only way that you can sustain this is if you make bubble situations, like I said earlier. I propose the idea of having 4 designated locations as bubbles and have 4 teams in each location. Is that right? 4 or 8? I think it's 8. 8 is 8 teams in each location, and have those 8 teams play each other in those locations and then rotate to a separate bubble rather than having 32 teams fly to 16 different locations. I think that's not feasible, and I think that's going to cause them to have to shut down the season. But on to the next one.
I just think how they went about this whole fucking how they went about playing football was just done. It wasn't done right. Because the reason why the NBA had success is because the players were all quarantined from like the rest of society. Like when these players go home, you know, after the game and stuff, they going back to the real world, and then they coming back to the office and stuff. So yeah, you're gonna have a higher chance of somebody catching the virus, you know, in the NFL.
Agreed on that point.
I agree. I mean, I would want the NFL to continue. You know, just because I like to bet on the game.
I was about to say he want his bets.
He just want his bets. That's the only thing you worried about.
He made a little money. Well, not a little money. He made some money. He don't know how to act. Boy got his
I ain't
own
make
money.
shit. I don't know what Kip told me. I ain't make a. I ain't
I didn't announce nothing. I just said, boy got his own money. He got his own money.
I don't know what he talking about. I'm just trying to make $1. You know what I mean? But
$1 in a dream. That's all they got, right?
I would hope for it to continue. You know, like the quote unquote president of the United States said, this virus ain't really nothing. You know, it ain't nothing. You know,
when you quoting the president, I think that we have a bad situation. But go ahead.
You just quoted the president.
Just put some tape on your heart. I ain't quite. Well, it was a rough quote, I guess. Well, he ain't my. He ain't my guy.
Hey, what you try? Don't take backs. Don't try.
He ain't my guy.
Oh, bro.
I ain't no damn Republican. I ain't T-Ball.
You coming to the Republican side?
We start early with
coming to the Republican side. Is that what it is?
What's the animal for the Republicans? Is it the donkey?
The donkey?
Hey, you know what's funny?
Elephant.
You know what's funny?
Y'all the donkeys.
You know what's funny? Every time a nigga gets
I'm not Republican.
You donkeys? Yeah, that's why you say that. You the elephant. That's what you're trying to say. I heard you. We heard you. He said, y'all the donkeys. All right.
He making the
Son.
subliminals be known.
Every time a nigga gets some money, bro.
Not we the donkey, y'all the donkeys.
Every time a nigga gets some money, they always go Republican.
I ain't no damn Republican. I don't know.
Oh, I got a question for that.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have a question now because the extra said that. That's a very good question.
Wait. So let's get back on topic.
Continue.
I mean, we're talking about the whole COVID running through the NFL teams. Here's my thing, right? We talk about a dome. The dome would have been different. We're talking hypotheticals with the dome. The dome would have been different with the NFL players. You have 55, 53-man rosters plus practice squad players. There was no way they was going to keep even the bubbles corona free. My number one question is, where they gonna keep the skeezers at? The holes, the women, the ladies of the nights. Where they gonna keep them at? Because 53 men in a let's just say, because everybody assumes, let's say 25% of them are gay. All right, that still leaves the other 75% of the NFL players that's gonna want some. And what do you think they're gonna do? They're still gonna break the rules and go outside the bubble. Think about it. Lemon Pepper Lou left, and there's way less players. So it don't matter if there was a bubble. I think personally, they're gonna find a way to cover it up because they're not gonna lose all this money. Everybody's watching NFL right now. They're trying to reprimand they're trying to capitalize and reprimand the Texans because the Texans wasn't following the protocol. What they really gonna do to the Texans? Take a draft pick?
The Titans, you mean? The Titans?
The Titans. They're gonna take a draft pick? That's it? If that's the case, that's telling you they don't really take this as serious as they're saying. They know that these guys, if I'm in Georgia, I'm going out every night. I don't care what nobody said. I'm a practice squad player. I'm going out every night. I'm letting these girls know I'm on their team. If I'm in Florida, Miami been open. I don't even think it ever closed. So I'm out there.
Did you say Miami, the Dolphins, I guess whoever is able to announce what's available open, they said that the Dolphins can fill their full stadium now. Like they gave them
all 65,000. I heard
that. So I'm not sure if it's the governor or the.
Time out. So just want to make sure I clarify. So the Miami Dolphin Stadium, they've got the green light
for full capacity.
And mind you, Miami is one of those locations that have had one of those highest fluctuations in the coronavirus due to the fact is that they've been opening early or they didn't shut down fully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. I just want to make sure I clarify that.
But let's say the NFL and the Dolphins are doing the right thing because they still said even though they got the go, they're only going to let in 19,000 or 13. I forgot.
That's the right thing to do.
So they're being smart about it, but it just tells you the type of time certain states are on. Texas, I think, is open fully. They may have just shut back down, but they was open fully too. How many Texas teams we got? Those motherfuckers having fun.
Cowboys. Oh, you're talking about NFL or just in general?
Yeah, NFL, Texas teams.
They got the Texans, the Cowboys, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
The COVID is forcing the NFL to move some games around. They moving more games to Monday. I just seen that they moved the Patriots Broncos game to Monday. They moving the Bills and Titans game to Tuesday, which would be a little different. I'm not mad at it because now you are giving us more sports to watch throughout the week.
You know what I mean? That's true.
NBA Finals about to be over Friday once the Lakers finish the heat off.
Hey, let's not put that on them yet. Let us rock. Let
it play out.
Let LeBron play out, man.
We're gonna get there. Let's wrap up this topic.
I just think that what the NFL is going through right now is exactly what MLB went through when they first came back because they started off good and then they had those few cases between the Marlins and then the Reds got postponed, but they were able to get it under wraps. So I just think it's going to take them a little bit more time to get it under wraps because again they got more players that they got to worry about. Baseball team I would say they have maybe the second biggest rosters out of the sports in America. Football, then baseball, then maybe
hockey. How about hockey?
I put hockey second. The baseball teams be having 12 pitchers on their team at one time.
No, hockey guys. Remember, they pretty much switched the whole team in and out though.
I say
soccer got a good amount as well too.
We don't really got no professional soccer teams though in America.
We do.
Chill out. You're not going to
They do.
disrespect
The
the
major
MLS like that.
America?
They have
You're not going to disrespect the
Yeah,
MLS.
definitely
The
have.
WNBA, you can disrespect them, but not the MLS,
Whoa,
brother.
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Yikes!
Timestamp that. Timestamp
Yo,
that.
whoa! I don't know who said that. There go that dog. Can I pet that dog?
There go that
Yeah.
elephant. That elephant back at it.
Hell nah.
All right,
Hey,
transition
man,
us over.
Nah, fuck.
All
He's
right.
got the screen for 30 minutes. I want to say one sentence.
What's
God
up?
damn,
Go ahead, my brother.
buddies.
My bad.
Hello. But nah, they got too much money not to get private jets. That's all I'm saying. There's no way the fucking NFL Association get each
they
team
got
a fucking private jet.
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you what the issue is. What should be done, because you know I got this logistically, right?
Yes, we know.
Marriott needs to open up hotels and quarantine the entire team in a whole Marriott hotel in each city. Because if you quarantine the players, and you keep track of the players throughout the week, then you know their track. It's basically like the bubble. You know their whereabouts. You track them easier.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You feel me?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, though.
Sure as
Sure, it's
hot.
hot.
Yeah. That,
First of all,
but-
Kip, this was my idea. I said this shit like fucking last week.
No, so I know you know how I know I beat you out on that. I said it like about 4 or 5 weeks before the
No,
season
you did
started.
not. No, you did not.
I swear to God.
He did.
Nigga, I ain't lying, nigga.
Before the season even started.
Yeah,
I
when we
said
were
shit.
talking
I
about
guess-
it.
so
I asked you the question about it.
So I guess
too.
I'm gonna just shut the fuck up then. I'm gonna
You
just shut the fuck up.
was a player 2S nigga.
Matter of fact,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna just mute myself, okay?
Nigga crazy. But I agree with you on that. Like somebody should jump into it, but I don't think that's really going to really mitigate it because the fact is, at the end of the day, these players are at home from Tuesday? We'll say Tuesday to Wednesday to be generous. They're at home from Tuesday to Wednesday, or in their home with their home locale for that period of time, where they're doing God knows what at that time. So yeah, I get it. We can bubble them in a hotel, which I'm pretty sure they're doing. But at the end of the day, if they have 3 days where they're doing God knows what, going out doing God knows with who, those are moments where they can catch the coronavirus, then bring it to these locations where they got the hotel where there's a bubble, and then they can spread it amongst their teammates and shit like that, and possibly spread it to the next team. So I don't think that simply just having a hotel for a weekend is satisfactory enough to stop what's going on. They need to go ahead and be like, all right, we need to reevaluate this, shut this shit down, bring this into smaller clusters so that people don't have to travel larger locations, and that way they can do better contract tracing. Because think about it. If they had 8 teams in a location and one team in that location got sick, they could easily stop 8 games from stopping rather than stopping the entire 32 teams from stopping. You would still have regular scheduled football games for everybody else. I think that they need to really reevaluate what they're doing as far as having niggas travel across country. That's just my standpoint on it.
All right, so let's put a little betting line on this since Dave's the betting man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the money line: 5 games before the NFL gets canceled.
5 more games or
5 games?
Yeah, 5 games. So you can either go if it will get canceled before the 5 games, or it will get canceled after 5 games.
I mean, this week is week 5, so
after 5, so week 10. Do you think it will still be here in week 10, or you think it won't be here? What's your bet?
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Or if it continues on, sorry, are you asking if it continues on this exact trend we got going on?
Yeah, if it continues. So ultimately what I'm saying, do you think it's going to finish, or you think it's not going to finish?
I absolutely, well, go ahead, Dave. You go first.
I think that it will finish. It might not finish immediately. It might be delayed a little bit, or the season, because a lot of these games are being pushed back. The season may get pushed back. We might not see a Super Bowl till like maybe end of February or something like that. But I do see the season finishing out.
All right.
Because if they were really concerned about it, they wouldn't be even postponing the games. They would be taking better precautions, or I think they would be taking bigger steps if they were really concerned about the virus. They're just, I think it's going to continue. I think they're going to get under wraps. I think they're going to start fining niggas.
Damn, nigga, when you go to the Ox, do you take this long to make it back, nigga? Damn, nigga.
I do, nigga.
Are they going to finish or not?
I be sitting in the car for an hour.
I ain't gonna lie.
Analytics, nigga.
We used to be at the casino. I'll be there for a half hour thinking about this shit. Like,
I get all my information.
Sit down and get a drink, bro. We would
Big
go to
fact.
the sit down and get
I
a
ain't gonna
drink.
finish it now. What you got, Dave?
I'm done.
You got finishing? Good. X, what you got? Finishing?
Bro, they finishing.
All right. Bobby, what you got? Finishing?
Finish. Yeah, they gonna finish.
Dictator over there.
Yo, kid, what you got? Finishing?
I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. I think that they're gonna do everything in their power to finish. Because the fact is that this is you gotta think like, this is a juggernaut. This the biggest sport in the country right here, North America right here. Yikes! So I think they're gonna try to finish it, but I think that
can I add something? My fault, Kip.
No, go ahead. I'll say that. I think they're gonna finish it. I think they're gonna finish it. Go ahead. Yeah.
If Biden gets elected, they don't finish.
I don't think that either. I don't think that's gonna stop it.
At that point, they only gonna be in playoff time because he doesn't take office till January.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Nah,
But they might not have. But they might. But if they have to push the season back and Biden does take over,
and the way Trump talking, he ain't leaving if he lose anyway. So it doesn't matter.
That's a
Since we
fact.
talk about Trump,
That's
I'll do the
his-
transition
that's
for us.
his
Let's
crazy.
talk about the debate that went
Yo,
down
hold
yesterday.
on, time out. But you gotta think about it too.
Let me transition.
You got
Let me
it was good
transition.
transition. It was a good transition. But the reason
Stop
why
your fast break, nigga.
You gotta let everybody get their thoughts out first.
I was
That's why I
gonna
be
go-
saving my transition.
Yeah, no funny. I agree with you though, Day, 100%, because Trump probably would say that. But the reason why I brought that, the reason why I said the pause is that the nigga said, "Hey, I want Big Ten football back." That's the reason I want to say it. Like he definitely gonna be like, "All right, football got to continue." He is not gonna let that shit
he's
go.
not gonna let that shit go.
He's not gonna let it go. And even if Biden was to get office, I don't think that he's gonna be able to stop that, bro.
Hey, speaking of flies, hey, let's talk about
Hold on, what's Dave's transition into? I forgot about that.
Podcast done. They ain't gonna let this nigga ask get a smooth
Yeah,
transition like that and keep cutting my shit
We ain't
off.
gonna that. What happened?
I don't remember now. Go ahead, X. Say your shit again.
Nah,
Y'all
bro,
be
you
cool.
got it, bro. You got it. You know I'm not the transition man.
Man, y'all fight. Nah, y'all doing too much right now. Y'all niggas keep flying back and forth. But speaking of flies,
Hey, speaking of flies,
Hey, yo, chill out. I see that coming. He said, y'all flying back and forth. I'm like, oh, this thing gonna go. He gonna go with it.
off the back, boy.
Yo, T.Y., let's go ahead and get the next topic, man.
So what they're talking
man.
about, I just putting the button on it. I don't think they're gonna finish. That's my bet. I'm
Really?
going with the underdog.
Really?
So going on to this
I'm a
next topic,
Republican.
what
That's
we are
really fucked
referring.
Nah, that's real democratic right there.
What we are referring to, if you didn't see it, the debate between Vice President Pence and Senator Kamala Harris. Notice I said her name fully for all my Democratic people out there.
Trying
I'm
to
on
win the
your
crowd
side.
back.
Hey,
Trying to win the crowd
is it
back.
Kamala? It's Kamala, right?
Kamala.
No, it's Kamala.
Kamala.
Is it
I wanna
Pam
get
or
her name
Pan? Pam.
Pam.
Yeah,
So
wild as hell.
they had the debate, and we're not really here to really talk about the debate. But
I talk about it.
think-
I watched it.
Oh, you
I
watched it?
watched
I
it.
thought we were talking about
it.
I thought we were just talking about the funny spot. But go ahead.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
take
Nah,
on
Talk
it?
about fly on the wall, nigga.
Yeah, talk about flies on the wall. We had a fly on the head, but there was, honest to God, I ain't gonna get into the debate about the politics about it, but honestly, the nigga Pence didn't answer any questions that need to be answered. Honestly speaking, he honestly definitely
Deflected.
was really he was simply saying things just to say things and then tangenting off into something that was completely unrelated.
Took a page out of Trump playbook because that
Yeah,
nigga
yeah.
wasn't saying nothing in
I
the
thought,
first debate
honest to
either.
God, I thought he was he had probably one of the most easiest alley oops in the world where he could have killed Kamala. I ain't gonna lie. It was about prison reform or something to do with something like that. He had the opportunity to be like, yo, speaking of prison reform, weren't you the person to go ahead and put mad people? He had the opportunity
He
to
said
go
that.
ahead. No, he didn't. He didn't go far enough. He could honestly, personally, I'm not saying that I'm looking for her downfall, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. He had the opportunity to go for the jugular, and he didn't.
Nah,
and
he did, bro.
Lying, Kip. You are looking for a downfall because you talked about it in episode maybe
I said
17 or
personally,
something like that.
Personally, I'm not into politics, but personally,
Who's the real Republican here?
I'm not. Let me finish my statement. Let me go ahead and finish my statement. Personally, I would not have gone for Biden or Kamala. In my opinion, I would have. I'm a person that I'd rather you go full blown or not go at all. So I would have went with a Warren or with a Biden. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Point blank. Because the fact is, they got the shit that I'm looking for: universal health care, free college for kids. They got shit out. They got shit that I'm looking for. The other people, I feel like they saying shit just to go ahead and say shit and be a little bit pandering. My girl wore Timberlands, and she never wore Timberlands prior to that. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing this, bro? Like,
trying to get the people.
You got another nigga that's saying you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Come on, bro. This is. I ain't pulling this on my ass now, but I digress. Oh yeah, you're right, Falls. But I digress. But I think that Pence. He definitely didn't answer questions that were asked of him. He actually, he danced around a lot of questions, in my opinion.
Kamala danced around a lot of questions too, for real. A lot of times, it was more so about like what she
Trump
felt like,
wrong?
Trump was doing wrong, or what,
as opposed to what she gonna do.
Yeah, like the one question. The one question was if the president doesn't leave the office like peacefully, like what is like their next step. And she completely avoided that question. Like,
bro, but why should she have to answer that question?
Listen,
this
but
nigga doesn't want to give out.
I don't think she avoided that question next. I think, and that question was more so directed at Pence, and he danced around the shit.
Listen, but still though, like I could tell when you dance around a question, I would rather you honestly just answer the question. I want somebody honest, bro. I just want somebody to sit there and honestly answer the question.
Politicians will never be honest. So
they will never be honest.
I think that's part of it. Like, it's few. There's a reason why this fits together, where there's two professions where you got to be a professional liar and got to be a professional car salesman. But it's lawyers and the politician, and you got to realize a lot of politicians tend to be lawyers prior to that.
But that's why
it has to go that way.
But that's why Mike Pence was so good in his debate, because he seems like. He seems. Let me tell you.
That's X, not
hold on.
Not top. Go ahead. I'm gonna finish your thoughts.
Why he's so good in his debate when it comes to getting people to believe in what he wants to say. That's what I'm like. I know this nigga is a sleaze. Like this nigga is really the worst. Yeah, but how he sits here and like redirects the question or kind of like avoids the question, but then bring up a fact and then bring up another fact about his opponent, like. The way he does it, it'll get people to believe like, oh, well, he's speaking like the truth. Like he's speaking like honesty. Like he's like, regardless if he answers the question or not, they feel like he's speaking honestly. Now, when you sit up here and see Kamala sit up here going around the question, you're like, oh, she's going around the question. It's not honest. But at least Mike Pence is directing his like a question that regular Americans might have about the vice president,
Well, I guess my all-in-all opinion on the debate, I think that, honestly, since we watched, me personally, I watched both. Since I've watched both debates, I think, honestly, the first round versus Trump versus Biden, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel that Trump may have beat him out a little bit just for him speaking over him and cutting him off. And I think that he did a good job with his base. Not with us. Not with people that have a bit of more common sense and understand what he's doing. But I think that he did a good job not ostracizing his base and make sure that shit stayed concrete, whereas Biden got cut off at a lot of points where he could have won people in. I think that the reason why Biden is a bit suffering is that people feel that he may be, at least I'll speak from my perspective, people view him as a bit more on the fringe, where he is Democratic, so to speak, but he is a Democrat that is for the establishment, so to speak. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So I think he didn't say enough for him to have people that are on the edge to grab onto them. He didn't do enough for that.
Yeah.
So Trump did what he needed to do to get the people that.
But what about this week though? Because we talked about that last week.
I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna say what I thought about this debate. I think that this debate on this current one, I think Kamala edged him out, because the fact is that it's a bit different what you said, X. I do think that Kamala answered questions, and I think that she directed questions to go ahead and make sure people looked at Mike Pence in a little bit of a like type situation. Like she made sure she kept them in check, but she's like, "Yo, it's my time to speak." She made sure she get the stern outlook on that. But Pence, he did a bad job because he didn't go ahead and attack the points where he should attack, and mainly was the fact there's a track record of how she prosecuted people for.
He did though. He did come at that. He brought up all that.
I don't think he did. He could have
brought
did
up
a
all
lot.
the stats. He brought up all the stats, and they only got.
He could have, but he did.
He did brought up all the stats. He could only talk so much. It's only like a minute, 2 minutes to talk.
It was 2 minutes. But I think that me personally, I'm not saying that he like. I'm happy that he. I would be happy if he did, but I think that he could have went a lot worse than what he did. Yeah. Like especially the question about her past, he could have really got her really, really good, and people would be like, oh, because. Lately, people have been posting that video of that woman from Hawaii. I forgot her name is the congresswoman, I believe. The video of her, which they had the debate, the presidential debate, and she got Kamala. She got on in the words of Boston, she got on the chin pretty well, and she kind of had to go ahead and like, she had to eat that. People looked at it like, oh, okay, we're not gonna vote for you because we see what you about. So he could have honestly won a little bit more, but I think that Kamala got him out. Hopefully, we get some change in the office. I'll put it that way, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. And Day, who you got? Who you think won? Or did you see it, Day?
I did not watch it last night. I missed out on it.
Did you catch any clips of it?
Besides the fly and the facial expressions that she made, nah.
All right, then Troy, who you think won?
T-Wall.
I ain't watch it either, my brother.
God dang.
I actually
Bobby
think
the God,
me
you
and
good?
Jay were both on the video games at the same time while that was going on. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, you know what the funny thing is?
I browsed.
You browsed too?
All right. Good.
Yeah, nah. It was playing while the game was playing, so it was heard a lot of it. He definitely danced around like her. She didn't dance around a lot of questions. She addressed some and definitely held her ground because he did cut her off a few times or whatever. So she definitely rebutted and definitely, like I said, held her ground and said what was needed to be said to address the situations that he was dancing around, which made me feel like she kind of won because all he did was be a thorough politician and well, what did was build jobs and and she actually addressed numbers and addressed the people and addressed what was asked. So I give it to her in her favor type shit. And she, like I said, she was thorough. And then he had a fly laying on his, so he dusty, so he's dumb tight.
I want to say real quick. I really think that where Kamala really kind of won too as well is if you watch that. Well, I know a couple of us didn't watch it, but if you ever get a chance to watch the clips, you can tell there's a difference of night and day between what she did in the presidential debate and what she did to just now. Nice. She honestly dialed it back a lot because she was a lot more bullish in the first. I mean, well, more so in the presidential where she was trying to get that nomination bid. She's a lot more bullish in that situation. In this one, she was a lot more supportive of Biden, trying to make sure that they know that they're a team and this and the third. So I commend her for that. She honestly does know her role and make sure that she's.
I did see that too.
Yeah, she was very, very playing the role really well. That's kind of scary for me because I'm a person that looks at it like, you're playing that role a little bit too well now. But she knows what she's doing and she's doing a good job at it. So I think that she's going to win people over with that because the fact that she was charming, very supportive. She's been a lot less, in the words of some others, she wasn't the prototypical black woman where people view it as a bitch, so to speak. That's how people would view it. Yeah. She was a lot more. She was a lot more relatable, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, I think that she did a good job with that. I think that she won people over with that.
Now, my overall opinion, I do think Kamala won because I think she came out. She held her ground. I thought she held her ground like really well against Mike Pence because even with him coming at her like she did hold her ground and she showed that she was strong and what she was
strong,
doing.
independent black woman.
Strong, independent black woman, man.
We always support those.
So I support her, and honestly, I thought she did.
My bad. We
well
always support those women. Last time I said those, y'all trying to throw me under the bus.
I ain't gonna lie though. I don't think that nobody on this podcast. I don't think we ever questioned Kamala Harris's strength because
No.
we all knew that. Listen, she wasn't the person that niggas want to go ahead and go.
No.
She be throwing haymakers.
But
Like
the
you
thing
talking
is-
about go for broke. She be throwing haymakers. I'm like, oh, why you doing that?
But the thing is, though, every time I talk politics, I never try to speak from my own view, just my views. I speak from, views of what the other side might be. Because in order for us to beat them, we have to understand what the fuck they might be thinking. We
Agreed.
have to understand,
Agreed.
what the fuck going on with their heads and stuff. So
I
that's
agree
why
with that
sometimes
statement.
That's why sometimes you gotta play devil's advocate.
Because you gotta understand what the other side thinks. Because you know what? That's the only way you don't get the other side on your side. It's
Exactly.
in the words of Diddy and Get Him to the Greek, you gotta mind fuck them sometimes.
You got my fucking.
You gotta mind fuck the shit out of their ass. But take it away, Maestro. Hey, Shaw Shiggity, what's up, man? How you doing?
Sure.
Well, all right then.
Car? You in the car?
All right then.
I'm in my car.
In a cross country
Nah,
with his
but-
truck right now. That's what he doing.
Let's keep it on
Nigga doing
debates. Let's
Oregon
keep it in
Trail.
a little the politics realm. Trump is saying that he's not going to do this virtual debate. It was said that Joe Biden said that he's not going to do the debate with him unless he gets tested again. And if he tests positive, they're going to do it virtually. He said, I believe he said he's not getting tested. Wait, this is all feelings, no facts. He's not going to get tested. So he was like, yo, that virtual stuff is a waste of my time. What do y'all think about that? I see y'all tuned
Power
in.
scheme.
So
Power scheme.
power scheme, explain.
Power scheme. Because Biden didn't look that good in the first debate. And so, if they only have one debate, people have to vote off of what they see Biden in the first debate. Even if you're on the spectrum. Always think about the people that are on the spectrum. I know what I'm voting.
Time out. Let's bring that back. We are on the fence. The spectrum means it's more of a disability type
Learning
thing.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring that back. Make sure we don't go ahead and say that.
Well, the spectrum is also a line, so
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Like on the political spectrum, we're trying to go ahead and do that, but make sure we go ahead and say the proper things for the people, because that may hit.
Okay. This is sad. The world is sad. The world is sad because spectrum really means a line. But okay. But you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I heard what you're doing.
You always have to talk about the people that are on the border between Biden and Trump, because it's only one debate. If you on that border, you look at that first debate and you might be like, you know what, I don't know about Biden. Because we didn't say Biden outright won the first debate. We was like, ugh. It was like, ugh.
It was tough. It was tough.
It was tough.
As far as the him saying that he's going to only do the virtual debate, I think that that's definitely good that Biden is putting his feet, drawing a line in the sand, saying like, hey, this nigga gonna get tested. We're not gonna do this debate, because I ain't gonna lie. When Trump came back from the hospital, that nigga was swallowing some coughs on that damn balcony. That nigga was trying. He had a cough so bad, but he could not cough out loud. But it's a nice situation, man. I think that the nigga. I believe. I don't know if we have talked about this, but people were questioning whether or not it was legitimate or not. Him having the coronavirus. I think that
100%. I was about to talk about that.
Yeah, I think that he did, because the fact is when they had pictures of him on that balcony, boy, I tell you, that nigga looked like he was hurting on that balcony. But
you see how the nigga was breathing?
Yeah, he was breathing real hard. He had some real labored breathing. But as far as the virtual debate, I think that we're in 2020. We have to evolve with the times. I don't think that it's enough to go ahead and to pass on the debate. But I respect Biden for doing that, because the fact is, I wouldn't risk my health as a person knowing that the nigga next door to me has the coronavirus. I'm sorry, that's just not a realistic idea or thought. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. Okay, any ideas?
I guess I agree with X with the power play almost. I don't think Trump would be able to abide by the rules of another in live debate, and it's just going to be. It probably would get worse. I know if I'm Biden, I wouldn't want to be in the same room as Trump, knowing that he has COVID. Sure, is not out of his system yet, or if he has taken enough test to confirm that it's gone. So I think this could be a far fetched, but I can say that Trump might not even have COVID. He might just use this whole tactic to get out of doing another debate, in my opinion. But that may be a little too far fetched on that. So I'm just gonna let that one slide. But yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how they gonna muster up the strength to stand for another hour and 30 minutes, my G. Yo,
They are some old motherfuckers. You're right.
I'm trying to figure it out. They all aren't they
That's
like
some old
both
ladies.
77 or something like that? How
Yes,
are they
sir.
standing for that long, bro? I can't even stand for that long. I have to at least walk around to just stand for an hour and 30 minutes. No breaks. Imagine that. Yo, I swear to God, they had to be wearing Depends underneath it. An hour and 30 minutes, no pee break, no walking around. That's crazy. But as far as having the virtual debate, you got to wonder, right? If we're looking from both sides, do you think Trump is an egotistical man? So if he has it in the bag, you know he will go for the jugular. Do you think that he felt like the debate didn't go as well as he planned? There's some doubt there.
I'm sorry, you said so. You're asking whether or not we believe that Trump thinks that the debate didn't go as planned?
Yeah. So I hear y'all talking about like Trump is making this power move. Like the reason he's doing it because he feel like there's no reason to really debate Biden anymore. Like he pretty much
He
won.
doesn't feel like there's a reason to debate.
Yeah,
No,
but
they
here's
really
my
think
thing.
they won. They really believe they won.
Knowing Trump and seeing, I don't know him personally, but knowing Trump and
Sure about
seeing him
that?
for years.
Chill out.
Look, listen,
I
knowing
thought
his
my
law.
man
I could have
Fez,
sworn I seen you at the White House when they was giving out the McDonald's, nigga. Could've sworn
Yeah, I did see your ass.
Hey, look,
I saw
listen.
your ass in line because I was in the line.
I
on
ain't
both
one of those
sides.
fillet in your
privileged black
hand.
folk.
You had the
Knowing
fish
his
fillet in
laws, I
your
ain't allowed to
hand.
hit his building.
I was in
Hey,
the line
look,
on the
listen. You
other
probably
side.
saw me in Puerto Rico catching those toilet papers too, but that ain't the point.
chill
Yeah,
out.
but yo,
I
just
forgot about that.
knowing Trump, he goes for the jugular. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll tweet about something and keep tweeting about it, or he'll talk about something and keep bringing it up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he felt like he had his foot on. Let's say the whole COVID thing, talking about like, oh y'all like Fauci but don't like me. How many times did he bring that up after that? Or talking about Obama. Obama been out of office for 4 years. He's still talking about Obama. Or just talking about everything. He goes repetitively and talks about it. So with his ego, for him to sit here and say, I'm not going to debate you no more, I think he actually thinks that it didn't help him for his base and or for the moderate people. Because if it did, he'll be like, yeah, throw it again. I also think he knows that he's weak doing the virtual stuff because his method is to, if he doesn't like you or you're attacking him, to cut you off. What can you do on these virtual platforms? You can use that motherfucking mute button. So he can't do that shit no more. So he'll be looking like a mime on the background, like trying to talk, but he can't really say nothing.
You're gonna go right to Twitter.
So I think he understands like this is not his strong suit right now. He's not looking good. And he may also think that Joe Biden is I think they're both on equal playing fields, and he may think that he has more votes than him right now. So he's like, I'm not gonna do it because I might lose.
Time out. So I just want to go ahead and fetch at the last part. Biden is beating him, I think, like 50 something to 48. So Biden is actually ahead of him in these the percentage polls right now.
Who the hell are taking polls? Because I haven't took a poll.
Right.
Have you took a poll, Dave?
Is that the electoral
Bobby,
polls? Because that's the polls that matter.
At
yeah, it is. It is the polls that matter. But
what poll that matters?
The electoral. But honestly, a lot of people are voting still right now, Troy, because I know people already have voted at this point because people are taking it serious. But
that's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying people already have voted. I'm saying though. So they know they have their ideas of how the shit's shaping out based upon conversations and based upon a small sample pool of people that vote. So they have an idea where things lay. Basically that's how they project shit.
I thought they couldn't count all the polls into the same night.
No, but you got to think about it. You always do a projection of polls prior to the election night. That always
Yeah.
happens. So at this point, they're saying Biden's ahead of Trump. They are saying that.
Yeah, but they also said that about Hillary, and
They all
obviously
they
that
all
didn't
said the same shit
happen.
about Al Gore. You're right. You're 100% right.
So none of that, like I said,
I
whose
hear you.
polls are
I
they
hear you.
taking?
I hear you, but I'm just saying right now they're saying that he's ahead of him. So at this point right now, Trump in the back of his mind, I'm pretty sure thinks like, hey, I gotta pick up the pace. But I don't think that where's I'm going with this? As far as your question, what was your question again? I'm sorry. I kind of blanked out. I'm faded right now. But as
And
far
X-rated, baby.
yeah, X-rated. But as far as your question, as far as I believe that your question is about whether or not
He
Trump is
feels
concerned.
secure right now.
Yeah,
he's
he feels
concerned.
secure. I don't think that he is secure. I think that he is concerned, and I think that more so, not so much that he's concerned. I think that the Republican base, because right now he's the puppet of the Republican Party. So the Republican Party is concerned because like, this nigga, I think that when they have the debates, they have an idea of what they want to have put out there as the Republican Party, and they give it to him like, yo, bro, all you gotta do is just say these things, and we good, right? And with Trump, he has a list of things he has to say, but he goes off tangent and goes completely off base of what they want to say. And it's like I imagine it like a room full of people that look at it like, shit, this motherfucker did it again. And I think that this would happen during this specific debate, this prior debate, is that he had that moment and he went off tangent, went off topic, and these motherfuckers threw their hands in the air like, we can't do shit with this nigga. He's gonna fuck us up right now. We're gonna lose this fucker. So I think that they are concerned, and I feel like this also spills into why they're trying to get this justice confirmed immediately, because the fact is they know that there's a good chance he may lose. So they rather have the House and the Supreme Court on their side and know that they might lose this presidential portion of this of this election. But that's just my thoughts. My tin hat is on.
What do they say? I thought they say, don't fight battles that you feel like you don't have to. You feel me? Like,
I don't know about that.
he
I
feel
don't
like
know what that is.
don't fight. That's like
I'm saying I don't know what it is. I'm literally saying that.
but like people believe like don't fight battles, that you don't have to like fight. Like that's basically like being the greatest receiver, of all time, and then having some scrub. And I'm not trying to say that Trump is a greater receiver and Biden's a scrub. But what I'm saying is the fact that Trump is already the president of the United States. He feels like he don't have nothing to prove.
Take nothing for granted, because that's the same thing Hillary thought when she didn't go up there to Wisconsin and Michigan. Remember that.
Respect that, and I get that. But also, keep in mind, Hillary did win the popular vote. She did win the popular vote. Like it's not.
Yeah, but that shit don't matter. That just means she was a popular,
you saw what happened
popular loser.
Because your state
means.
Your state
was a popular loser.
You're right. And they right too.
Would you say she's the most popular loser?
Yeah, that's all she is.
That's pretty clever, right? I like that.
Right. You're right. You're 100% right.
Use it.
But we can't sit up here and say that she didn't try. We can't sit up here and say she didn't try.
Try, motherfucker. I need her to win, nigga.
She ain't the little engine that could.
Yeah, I need her to win.
Presidential candidate.
Would we be here if she did that? If she had won? Yeah. Come on.
So you know why I think they're so confident? Because I think they're confident in the scheme that they have ran to get the electoral votes. Like they don't give a fuck about the popular votes. You could tell as many people as you want to go fucking vote, but as long as they win the electoral college, unfortunately, that's the only thing that they give a fuck about.
I agree.
So
that's a whole other. Listen, that's a whole other debate for another time. Because trust me,
you see motherfuckers in Tulsa.
I don't agree with that idea of electoral college at all anymore. So
no, I don't either. But motherfuckers in Tulsa be living in a whole different world. They be living like
nigga. Florida live in a different world too, nigga.
Yeah,
Florida. If anybody listening in Florida, get your shit together, bro. That's how I feel about that. Get your shit
Don't
together.
talk to my Floridians. I'm like second native Floridian.
Nah, brother.
Honestly, I thought
Listen,
about having some property in Florida. I can't.
it's good to have property,
I ain't gonna talk shit about Florida for right
hey
now.
man, it's good to have property out there, but boy, I tell you, there's some questionable folks out there. Florida man out there. You get
All
that?
right, well,
Anybody got that? Anybody got that?
What's up next?
nah. Anyway, so
Nobody got that.
let's
Okay.
step out the
It was a land. I got you, brother.
bubble of politics and into the box of the Wheaties. All right, LeBron
Oh,
is on the Wheaties box.
Oh wow!
You feel me?
I missed
You
transition.
feel
I missed transition.
Bam, bam,
I
bam.
missed transitions. That was the what was it?
It's a solid
They
setup.
should pay you. They should pay you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Don't
heard
worry,
out of
I'm
the
gonna
box
write
of
y'all off.
Wheaties.
I'm only gonna pay
That's-
$725 for that.
Chill out. Chill out.
Yo, so LeBron is reportedly going to be the next athlete on the Wheaties box. So that brought me, and I know we talk about LeBron all the time, and I know our family that listens like, yo, you're about to talk about LeBron again. But you're damn right we are, because he's about to get his 4th ring. He's about to be on the Wheaties box, okay? His legacy, let's talk about his legacy. Let's talk about where does he fit. And we're going to keep this to a 15-minute conversation, because I'm going to put the timer on this right now.
All right, start that clock.
What's his legacy?
I got you
What's
right now.
his
Start the clock.
legacy? And what's your thoughts on the Wheaties box?
He's the greatest on and off court athlete to ever play the game of basketball.
Yep.
Athlete,
On
you
and
heard
off?
athlete.
Athlete, right?
I
Okay.
said athlete. I didn't
Yep,
say
I heard
player.
what you said. I heard what you
thank
said.
you. So on and off the court, his ventures outside of the court are amazing. They're doing great things for kids and scholarships and things of that nature. He's positive role model. Kids are following footsteps. No scandals. That's out at the time currently. So he's doing great things. And on the court, his numbers, his statistics, his pinnacles he's been reaching and still has time to reach. His body and his athleticism is still at not top tier, but it's still enough to run with the young cats. So to me, on and off the court, he's been the best athlete all around by far. And that's how I'm gonna leave his legacy right there.
Okay. You want to go first, Troy, or me? Because you be on the same page.
Go ahead.
All right. As far as LeBron James, I think that LeBron James is. I think LeBron James is probably one of the best. He is the best athlete on the court, bar none, including any sport you want to go to. I think the only sport that you could even go to that could even compete, honest to God, is probably WNBA in its entirety. But even in that capacity, I still think that LeBron has done more than anybody else. As far as him getting his 4th ring, I think that that's something that we need to recognize as a real testament of his greatness. I think that honestly, people are going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I think that people are going to go ahead and say, like, all right, he got, what is his 10th appearance in the finals?
Yep.
Right here?
Yep.
So he's going to be presumably 4-6, presumably, because we don't know what he's going to do. Jim Buckets might kick up. But presumably he could be 4-6 in the finals. People are like, hey, Jordan was 6-0. I don't care about it anymore. I think LeBron has been on the court, off the court, the best athlete of all time. I think that on the court, he's been the most dominant player on the court for the longest period of time, including Michael Jordan. I'm gonna say it like that, keep it like that. And yeah, if y'all want to make any rebuttals, we can chat about that. We can chat about that after that.
I think there's more dominant players for a period of time. Because you got to think he wasn't really dominant his first 5 years in the league. So he wasn't dominant. He wasn't dominant.
2008, he was in the finals, I believe, at that point.
Yeah, he was.
All right, so 4 years. All right, so he's been dominant 13 years.
Prior to that, I think he was in the East Coast finals as well.
You're just gonna make it fit, huh?
You gonna make it fit.
He gonna make it fit. He gonna make it fit. Maybe this year. Go ahead. Continue. My fault, Dad. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off. I ain't gonna down Trump you.
I don't know. You might want to. So I don't, like you said, I think he's the greatest athlete in basketball history. Right. So he is nothing that he can't do. He can pass, he can rebound, he can score. you know,
And even paint your front porch if you wanted to.
coming into the game.
Throw.
Yeah, you give me tech. You say it wrong every time. It's
And
he can pass. Nigga,
and
not
he
throw.
can
You say
pass.
throw every time.
You got the fucking point, nigga.
No,
Come
nigga,
on.
that's
Go
not
ahead,
the
continue.
quote. You would have got that. You would have got that
Continue.
wrong. You would have
Continue.
got
And he can
that wrong.
throw. He can throw
Wait,
too.
but we playing our game this week. I didn't even put that in the notes.
I
It
got
is there. He got to set up. He got to set up.
Oh, you got it? Now let me know.
We share screen. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I think he's like I said, he could do everything. You seen the progression from when he came in as a rookie to where he is now and to where he was at his peak. I still think he's not at his peak now, but he's just a slightly below it. But that's still good for the age and the length he's been in. He's been able to stay healthy his whole career, which a lot of other top tier athletes weren't able to do. So that's another thing to put on top of that. I can't really hate on his accomplishments besides the fact of seeking out stars, but everyone's doing it, so I can't really be mad at him trying to be on the best possible, be put in the best possible situation to get him to the championship and win the championship. So I give him that. The 3 and 6 right now in the finals, that's something, you know, you can look at, but you gotta think a lot of people haven't been to the finals 9 times, 10 now, and a lot of people haven't been able to, or didn't have to play against the competition he's played against. So I ain't gonna bash him this time around.
I'm proud of this nigga. I'm proud of this nigga. I'm proud of this nigga. I'm proud of this nigga day. I ain't gonna lie. I know it took a lot of him to say this shit because he said a lot of shit that I expect him to say. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give him his flowers while he's still here. But
I'm sick of you. Stop disrespecting Braun.
But I said this earlier, and I still think this. If they win this finals, I think AD should win MVP for the Lakers. I do not think that LeBron should.
We can discuss that. We can discuss that afterwards. We can discuss that.
Why would you ever say? Check the stat line.
We're gonna chat about it. We're gonna chat about it, Bobby. Don't worry about it, Bobby.
Has every game that they lost in the finals, AD did not have a good game?
Yes.
All right.
What are you talking about? No, you said every game that they lost.
AD didn't have a good game, which means
AD the most valuable player on the team.
They only lost one game.
They lost one game.
Other series. I'm talking about other series.
Him the most valuable player on the team. If you're the
okay, sure. I see what you're saying. Okay, continue though, because I want to go ahead.
So you're telling me if I score 45 points and everybody else is trash,
LeBron hasn't scored over.
Hold on,
I don't think.
Wait. I'm asking a question, buddy. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So if I'm scoring 45 points, everybody else on my team got fucking 7 points under double digits, and we fucking lose. I'm not the most valuable player because my fucking
you are the most valuable player.
But no, I'm not my most valuable player because we lost.
No, this is what I'm saying though. If you're wing player, right?
I see what Dave did. I see what Bobby just did.
I know what Bobby did.
He had a real point.
But can I?
I'm just saying.
Let me just say this now.
Go ahead.
If you're a wing player, right, and LeBron isn't scoring fucking 40 points a night.
He hasn't scored over 30. Is what I was trying to say.
I said IF, nigga. If
Okay.
continue with your point, nigga.
Okay. So those other guys, it's not even the same situation, Ron. So let me help your situation out, okay? So you're telling me that if there's somebody on the team that consistently scores 20 points, right? But there's another person on the team who, if they score 40 points, you guys are definitely going to win. And if that person scores 10 points, you guys are going to lose. That person is the most valuable player on the team. Not the guy who's being consistent.
Hold on. So when Kawhi scored 35 and playoff P scored 2, because he was 2 for whatever the fuck he was, whatever the fuck he scored, and then he scored 32. Does he become the most valuable player because they didn't win without him scoring?
But it's the fact that Anthony Davis has performed.
Yes or no?
It's the fact that Anthony Davis performed.
Hey.
It's a yes or no.
That's a good question, Bobby. Very good question, Bobby.
It's a yes or no.
But you just brought up Paul George.
Come on now,
you
know Paul George not better than Kawhi. Come on now, come on.
Like what the fuck? Why are we doing this?
He raised a valid point.
LeBron is better than AD.
He is
right
now. No, he's not.
But right now,
LeBron is triple. He efficiency. Cool. Copy. Everybody got different.
Right now, Anthony Davis is the best.
Without
player
AD last year, LeBron was not making the playoffs, nigga. That's all I'm gonna say.
Continue
All
what
I'm
you.
gonna say is
Everybody
okay.
say what they're saying, so we can go ahead and poke holes in each other's story.
And the fact that Anthony Davis got to the Lakers and now they're in the finals. Last year they weren't even no.
Nigga, they had
LeBron
1
was
year.
hurt.
What?
LeBron was
My
hurt
fault. You
last
shut up.
year. LeBron was hurt last year.
Anthony
Bro.
Davis is one of the greatest scorers.
And we're
in the
not
game. Like,
arguing
what the
that.
hell?
We're arguing MVP right now, bro.
MVP is Anthony Davis.
Troy,
Okay.
T-Boy, you want to go first? You want to go first before we start?
But I didn't
Dissecting
even get the chance to say
You said
my
15
opinion
Nah,
about
you said
LeBron
enough.
on the Wheaties
You said
box.
enough.
I didn't get a
You
chance to
said
say
enough.
my opinion about LeBron
You
on
don't-
the
Go
Wheaties
ahead,
box.
Don't
go ahead,
respect
go on
his
the Wheaties box.
legacy.
Go on the
Nah,
Wheaties
fuck
So
box.
it
outta
don't
here.
matter, bro.
You good? You got time?
All right, I got time, right?
Yeah, still we still within a 15-minute confine.
Okay.
I'm still here.
LeBron James on the Wheaties box is the honestly, I agree with it. I think he deserves to be on the Wheaties box. I don't doubt his legacy. You feel me? I don't doubt his legacy. I don't like his game as a basketball player, but I can't deny that he's one of the best athletes to ever play basketball. You know, I believe he is the greatest athlete to play the game of basketball, but I don't think he is the greatest basketball player, which is everybody gets hurt when I say that. And I'm just like, listen, that's just, it is what it is.
I agree with you, X.
Thank you.
He was talking about his
Why y'all
legacy.
don't
We
like
didn't-
his game?
We
Huh?
was talking about his legacy,
Why you don't
bro.
like his game? In a couple sentences.
I don't think he's a complete scorer.
Okay.
Like
Trash.
everybody always put him on the same scale as like Kobe and LeBron, and Kobe and LeBron were complete. I mean, not Kobe and Jordan, my fault. Everybody want to put him on the same scale as Kobe and Jordan, and Kobe and Jordan were complete scorers. And then they always try to. I feel like they try to hype up LeBron's game to their level, and it's like, listen, LeBron is a great basketball player, but the game of basketball, you're supposed to score. Yes, playing defense is good, and you know, getting assists is good. But if you could get a bucket at any time, that's the point of basketball.
See, I don't agree with you at that point. The point of basketball.
Yeah, I don't agree with that
Yeah.
point either. I'm about to say
And
that's
that's
a
why
hole in
his
your series right
certified
now.
baller and hoopership he botched, but let him tell it, nigga.
Yeah,
It's not botched. It's not botched. The greatest. How do we determine who's the greatest player in the NBA?
I'm gonna debunk that right now.
Scoring
Before-
Person who
champions.
has the most rings. Or
Time out. I'm gonna
Rings
debunk
is
that
not
right
even
now,
it.
real quick for you, X, before we even go to T-Wall for it. The reason why I don't agree with that statement about the being scoring being the point of basketball, and that's it. If that was the point, the nigga Kevin Durant would have been got a ring. He didn't get a ring until he
Facts.
got the switch. So we're gonna kill that right now. Let's go ahead and switch over to T-Wall real quick.
So we just gonna sit up here and, like I said, just ignore the two greatest scorers
X
of
about to get
basketball
loud
in
now.
the
He
ring.
about to get loud.
He about to get loud and wrong. He about to be loud and wrong right now. Go ahead.
We gotta add the sound effect.
Loud and wrong, bro.
Like
Exactly.
we're gonna deny the two greatest scorers of basketball and
Somebody
the
add
rings.
thunder.
So that's what we're doing. We're just
What
going
do
to
you
ignore
say?
that. We're going to ignore the two greatest scorers in basketball and their rings. That's what we're
Who's
doing
the
right now.
so come on before you, my fault, T-Wall.
LeBron's legacy has nothing to do with ignoring
At
anybody.
all, bro. He just be going off on nothing.
Come on. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Because y'all always
Come on.
y'all always
I'm asking
get
a
on me
question.
for the
Niggas
certified
15
hooper
Real
shit.
quick, X, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who are the two greatest scorers in basketball that you're referring to in this scenario?
In this scenario,
Yeah, I'm here.
Kobe Bryant, easily, and Michael Jordan, easily. Two of the
So,
greatest scorers.
all right, but we talked
don't agree
about
with you.
we've talked about in the chat. We talked about KD and LeBron. You said KD's better than LeBron because the fact he could score from anywhere.
No, I said KD's a better scorer, not a better basketball player. I said KD's a better scorer.
All right,
than
well,
LeBron.
all right, cool. All right, we're gonna leave it at that because if you said that, that's the
I
case.
think
All right.
LeBron is a great basketball
All
player.
right, I didn't say you didn't, but go ahead.
Okay.
My fault, T-Wall. Go ahead, take it away.
First of all, who the fuck cares about the Wheaties box? I ain't never eat that cereal. Can't
Right,
never-
I was about to ask you.
I think that's a fact.
Tastes
What
like?
the fuck?
That's a fact.
Yo, can we upgrade that to Lucky Charms box
That's
or
a
something?
fact.
God
Frosted
damn.
Flakes with some sugar on
Yeah,
that
Frosted
bitch.
Flakes, something. Have him hanging with the tiger. God damn.
That's the meal. That's what are they? How do
Meal
they
of
brand
Champions?
themselves?
Meal of Champions.
Yeah, meal for champions. Yeah.
Well, like I said, we need to upgrade that. Put some sugar on that. shit.
That's why I ain't
God
make it far in
damn.
life because
So-
I ain't eating
so
no
my
damn
question-
Wheaties.
Frosted Flakes. If
So
you put
my
sugar on it,
question-
it's
hold on.
Frosted Flakes.
Hold on, my question is, so we probably know this it's not gonna happen. So if he doesn't get a ring, does he still get on the Wheaties box since it's the meal for champions?
He's already on it, bro.
He's
They're
already on it.
He's already on it.
That's a very good question. That's a good question, Bob. That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one. That's a good one.
they print championship hat for both teams. Don't mean them niggas won yet. I'm just asking the question.
You telling me the box of Wheaties is gonna
Very
go
good
to a
point.
third
I
world
like that.
country?
That's a good question right there.
You got a point there, bro.
We can't deny the
Just
fact he
saying.
got 3
Point
rings, though. We
there.
can't deny the fact
No,
he got
we're not going to deny the fact, but Jimmy Butler got one too. You can put him on the box. These niggas is up for debate. You know what I'm saying? or the 39-year-old lady, what's the Seattle Jones, right? No, not or the Seattle one for WNBA. She had like what 12 rings. She's a monster. 39 years old.
Is that Candace
WNBA.
Parker?
Check it out.
Is that
No,
Sue
sir.
Bird. Sue Bird. She got
Sue
I'm talking about-
Bird?
yeah,
five.
Sue Bird.
No,
yeah.
she don't got that many rings.
She got 3 or 4.
Yeah, she got 3 or
Yeah,
5.
you wildin'.
My fault, but she's still 39, balling. She just won another one. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Bobby, you don't even got all your facts. Shut up.
Fuck out of here, bro.
This is fact. This is feelings, not facts, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, though.
This is feelings, not facts.
I think that Sue Bird kind of won that ring because you want to talk about niggas piggyback on somebody else.
The young
It's
girl,
because of
the young
Breonna
girl.
Stewart. She got that ring, bro.
She's fast.
Breonna Stewart is fucking nice,
Achilles.
bro.
Yeah, her Achilles was torn last year. You came back and started smoking niggas.
Yeah, but she was nice. But she was nice prior to that. She won 4 championships in college back to back to back.
I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm not saying that you did say I was wrong.
Achilles. And she was wilding.
Bobby,
what y'all doing right now?
Bobby, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I just want you to know because I got a little loud.
Every time I say something, she start yelling. I'm like, what's going on?
Nah, Bobby, I wasn't disagreeing with you. My apologies if I got a little loud.
you.
I wasn't disagreeing with you at all.
Shit.
I was in full agreement with you. Go ahead,
Here's
Bob.
my thoughts.
Sure.
LeBron will be known as the people's champs, and Jordan will only be remembered because of his sneakers. Let me tell you why.
I respect that.
Because we remember play only for so long. Nigga, how did Charles Barkley get his buckets? Go ahead. Someone tell me.
He's a
offensive
rebound.
rebounds.
Yeah, rebound. You know.
Oh, okay. Y'all barely know that shit. Y'all pulled that out your ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Crazy.
Nigga,
We
Now
answered
we're-
it
now we're
it was
in
literally
whistles.
called the round mound of something to pound.
Rebound, round mound of rebound.
All right, but the
Yeah.
average Joe doesn't know that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, we ain't average
The
Joes on here.
average Joe.
I don't even know why average came out your mouth when you was talking
So-
about it.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
So what I'm saying is LeBron has done so much more. And at the end of the day, you'll be remembered more for what you did for the people than what you did on the court. Kenny the Jet Smith is nowhere as good as Shaq. I'm talking about the inside the NBA or Charles Barkley. But people put him on the pedestal because of what he did after the NBA, right? So we'll remember LeBron because of the I Promise School. We'll remember him because of what he did for the Black Lives Matter movement. We'll remember him for what he did speaking up. We'll always remember, and you know, you talk about this with Jordan. Jordan will always have that stigma behind him of, the Republican. I forgot exactly what he said. Republicans buy sneakers too.
Yep.
So I think LeBron's legacy is going to be stamped not only for his play, because he'll have 4 rings. I mean, we won't really talk about how many finals, he was in, because, Jordan's the only anomaly because he won all 6 times, and that's hard to do. But we don't know how many finals Tim Duncan went to. We don't know how many finals Bill Russell went to. You know what I'm saying? We just know they got the rings. So I think that at the end of the day, LeBron's legacy will not only overshadow Jordan's, and I'm not even comparing to Jordan because Jordan's going to have a good legacy. I think LeBron's legacy is going to be the biggest legacy until we get somebody else out of all the superstars after he retires.
I got some quick question.
Go ahead.
Out of all the young,
Niggas got a lot of quick questions.
out of all the young superstars right now, who do you think has the next chance to be that LeBron?
In any sport, or just basketball.
No, in basketball, just in basketball.
Well, were we talking about his court presence or his worldly presence?
We're talking about his court presence, not his worldly presence.
don't
Because
think
I don't
I've
know
seen
what
it
people
yet.
are going. I don't know what people are going to do in this.
Nobody.
From a
That's a very
social
good question.
aspect, but from a athletic standpoint, you can kind of see how the media portrays certain athletes to kind of hype them up. So who do you think is going to be like the next hyped up athlete?
Honest to
think-
God.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead, T-Wall. You got it.
I was thinking there's nobody. Just like there's nobody like Jordan.
Mhm.
There's nobody like Kobe. There's nobody. We thought the closest thing would be Zion Williams, but Zion Williams can't play more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's
So,
a dub.
It's a different, like you said, you always talk about this. There's no other athlete like LeBron.
Yeah.
You can learn how to score. You can learn how to stop people on defense, but you can't be 6'8",
Yeah,
dunk
moving
on
that
people's
fast.
head and move that fast, bro.
Yeah.
And be he's 50, 260, something
Yeah.
like that.
Greatest
So
athlete, easily.
There will never, in my opinion, let me not. For a
Never
while,
say never, never say always.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I like that.
For a while, there will not be an athlete like LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, player like LeBron in general.
Yeah.
Even the Greek Freak is not like LeBron.
No, not at all.
So that's my thoughts.
Great thoughts. I agree with Troy.
But yeah, I don't know. I can see the league trying to put Zion in that category, as far as because as it went from, if I'm not mistaken, it went from Kareem to Mike, from Mike to Kobe to LeBron. They're trying to go ahead and do this with Zion, but like T-Wall said,
That boy ain't it.
Well, I can't say he ain't it because the fact is it's a short season, and the fact is that he was hurt. He was overweight, quote
You
unquote.
can't, but I can. Like,
So hold on. I got a question. When does the new NBA season start? Like after this?
A question I posed last week.
Oh,
I don't know if that's going to be the case because we're in October. The shit starts in December. So is that really going to be the case? I don't even know. So
remember, there's only still 2 teams playing.
I guess.
Everybody else at home. That's how normally it would be anyway.
I guess, but we'll talk about that later. But the league tried to go ahead and make it be Zion, but due to Zion's weight issues, we don't know. He said, I probably said that. But due to his weight issues, I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I think the league is going to honestly try to find somebody else to fill that incumbent space. Because LeBron, I honestly say, I'm going to put this out here. I think LeBron maybe has 3 years. I think LeBron has maybe 3 years of quality, good play in him. I think that's the max we're going to get from LeBron, and I'm okay with that. That's going to be, 20 years?
I think LeBron has
20 years.
I think LeBron has really changed the game of basketball, and I think he took basketball and make it more business. Because because if you think about it, back in the days, people weren't just making these big time trades and stuff to go play with other players. Like you didn't see it until it happened in the East with fucking the Celtics
the players
and
had
stuff.
Control.
Yeah, with the Celtics and stuff. And yeah, he did show that the players had control. He showed that an organization, if you're good enough, an organization will submit to you. But also,
now we talking. Now we potting.
Also, if you are good enough, though, and this is where I do give LeBron his credit, you have to live up to that hype. Like if LeBron came together with D Wade and he didn't win a championship, it'd have just been fucking botched. Hold on.
Nah, I agree with what you're saying, but that stems from a lot. Like that's why the Lakers you could possibly say the Lakers have the best dynasty of players that ever came out, because a lot of their players, like it's probably them and the Celtics, because a lot of their players got rings and also had rule changes because of what they were doing. Like, Hakeem, Dream, and shit like that. Like all them niggas was nice. Like Bill Russell for the Celtics, how they had Hakeem, right? He changed the foul line and shit like that, and the 3-second rule and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit like that makes you like.
Everybody had that idea.
You're too good to change some shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, not even like the Rockets ain't got nobody, but James Harden changed the game with the 2.5 step instead of everybody, the Euro step from Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. But he made it to like, if I can't go forward all the time, I'm gonna go backwards. He's not doing it wrong because it's not a walk. He's taking his 2.5 steps that they allowed you to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everybody that changes the game, like you said, stick up to to that class of players. Some people just do it better, which is LeBron. He has done it the best, or whatever. He has changed the quota, so to speak, with the averages and the numbers and the triple doubles and the fucking just the bar he has set is always going to keep. They're judging him off the bar he has set. So that's why when I question why is he not the MVP to you, because he needs fucking AD. He doesn't need AD. I'm pretty sure he could go out and score 40, have 40 and 8.
No, he can't.
He can't.
He can't, bro. He can't. You can see it in his scoring, bro. You can see it if you're watching the games. You can see it in his
All
scoring.
right. So
You can hold on.
let's
No.
go ahead,
I'm not
continue.
gonna let this nigga keep cutting me off. You are not gonna tell me that this man is not gonna drop down his assists to fucking 2 assists. You're a dub, and keep getting to the free throw line, bro. You're not telling me this man, like you just said, this man is
He's not
6'8".
going to
You
make
can't
them
find
free
nobody.
throws.
Bro,
It
it's
don't
not even.
matter,
It's not
but
even.
you
He's
can
not gonna
get
make
the
the
free throw
throws.
attempts up, bro.
Well,
Like
bro.
AD was like 1 for 9, but still had 12 points because he kept making it to the free throw because nobody could stop him.
I'm telling you,
You see
after
what
a
I'm
while,
saying? So it's
after a
the same
while, they're
shit.
gonna start playing you. After a while, they're gonna start playing you where you have to shoot the ball, and until he can consistently hit his mid ranges or consistently hit that three, they're just gonna let him shoot it.
So
They're
I
gonna make LeBron beat him.
He can change his game.
I have a question for y'all. Namely, X and I'm gonna point towards X. Because the fact is that X is the one who's saying this. The reason why I don't agree with that statement that you're making X about him dropping 40, he's already done that with when K Love and Kyrie was out. He was dropping 40 at that time.
So nigga, that was like 4 years ago.
Regardless of that, but he was doing that then. He
was 20. He was 31. He was younger.
So okay. So with all right. So let's go back. Let's go back to the past 6 games with AD in his prime right now. The past 3 games, 28, which was the leading team. He had 25.
He ain't over 30. Oh, he did?
He had 33. Okay, let me go ahead and continue. He had 25. He had 38. Against Denver. He had 20. He had 26. Then another 30 game. Why do you think that he can't put these points up? It's only because the fact is he
But
has
it's not consistently. If you go look up,
he's
go
averaging
look up
25 points a game.
Okay, but if you look at a scorer,
this is why I hate LeBron on the docket. Because
if you look at a
spinning out of
scorer,
nowhere,
you check that day. You see that day?
If you look at a score, fucking like
thing.
Kevin Durant, what is Kevin Durant averaging in the playoffs? Probably like close to 30. Close to 30.
I don't know KD's averaging playoffs, but you know why?
And when Michael Jordan was playing at the end of his career at the Wizards, he was averaging like what 27.
You can see them or something.
Come on,
Yeah.
So,
and he was taking less free throws. He was taking less free throws than LeBron.
Time out. Name 2 players on the Wizards aside from name 2 players on the Wizards aside from my man's what's his name? The guy who's
10 seconds left.
Yeah, the guy
shot clock
from that big guy. I forgot his name is. Name 2 players on the Wizards, please.
Gilbert Arenas, Swaggy P.
What, Michael Jordan?
This nigga's retarded. Listen.
With Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. I thought you just wanted me to name
Larry Hughes.
Hey.
I'll have to go back and check that for you.
Thank you, X. Thank you, Kip. Thank you, X. Thank you, Kip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you, Kip. Thank you, X.
All right, my fault.
What you like the debater, the moderator.
That's what I want to say. Is
Thank you, Kip.
you're saying like he's averaging 27 points.
I'm not gonna disrespect me.
Like
He's still talking. He don't get it.
I heard what he said. I acknowledged it.
I'm ready to move on.
I was just wrapping it up by saying like
talk about
you're not
LeBron
saying
with y'all
nothing, bro.
niggas, B.
I'm ready to move on.
Why do you hate talk about it?
Troy, next question, please.
Thank you, Kip. Thank you, Kip. Hey, I think it's that time. Let's get it.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
Funny, son.
It's my time to shine?
Yes, sir. Yo, we need an intro for it or something.
I don't know.
So we're not gonna talk about the stimmy check though. Like,
nah, we moving off that. We ain't getting one. That's to talk about it. We ain't getting that. Let's go, Dave. You up, baby?
All right.
Crazy. Name that call. Hold on. I gotta adjust my whole screen so I can.
You gotta turn shit sideways.
Yeah. What's going on?
Put my kickstand out. Nigga.
So this week we have it's all quotes this week. Last week was a mix of quotes and some trivia. This week is just all quotes, and our 4 comedian/actors are Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac, and Jamie Foxx. All right, so let me get my tallying system. So each quote is worth 1 point. The movie is worth 1 point. So
are we saying me?
You're saying your name.
Got you.
Your name, guys. Your name. All right. So we got Kip, Bobby, T-Wall, X, and Scrap. All right.
Scrap gone now.
Oh, Scrap gone?
No, I might be lying.
It had to be him.
I think he made.
No, he's there.
All
right. I
right.
didn't know if the arrow was there. Go ahead.
All right. So the first quote shaking again. I'm losing my finger licking mind over here.
X.
X. All right.
Yeah, I think I love my wife.
Yeah,
Rock.
damn it.
Chris
Yeah,
Rock.
I know it is. It is. It's right.
2 for X.
I didn't know you were fucking.
I'm
Time out.
in.
Time out. I didn't know you were reading the fucking quote like just now. I just heard you.
No. He put as he read it, he put the quote up.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna.
promise you.
It's good.
I promise you.
Good,
that
bro.
shit was super low, super laggy on my side. It was super laggy. So don't
but
just
he
read it out loud.
He
Read
said
it out
the
loud.
quote
I
after
did read
he
it out loud.
Yeah, so Kit, what happened was he read it out loud and
I didn't know
then
he read
put the quote up.
Yeah, I'm saying though, I didn't know he was reading the quote until it happened. All that I heard was losing my finger licking mind. Like that's all that I heard.
You sound like one of them niggas that watch anime in dub and not sub, my nigga. You good, bro?
Watch it in dub. That's how. Listen, I watch it in sub, so I'm my eyes is
All
right, we going on to the next question. Next
Go
question.
ahead.
Right?
I'm here.
Next
I'm listening.
question. All right, long time ago, white man went to Africa and he saw all these beautiful black women walking around dancing.
Bernie Mac.
All right, you know the movie?
That's my girl.
That's your girl, but
Diamonds on Player Club.
All right, the Players Club. All right, there we go. 2 points for Ty. All right.
2 and 2
here.
Yes, I know.
All right.
I mean, really got us on the PowerPoint, Joe. This is fine.
Hey, I'm loving it though.
He took his time. I appreciate it.
I like it.
Next question. Sweet, man. Fuck Sweet. My life's on the line. You talking about a damn broom.
Scrap.
X.
It's Scrap and Chris. Okay, Scrap. You said cool?
Chris Tucker.
All right. And the movie?
I know this movie.
Sweet man.
I know this movie.
My life is on the line. You're talking about a damn broom.
X.
Rush Hour?
No, X.
No, it was Chris. It was Bobby, then
Bobby.
X.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my real name.
Oh,
That's mad funny.
My fault. I got you in Chris.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
Fuck.
Just pass it. Just pass it.
Yeah, I'm just pass it because I know what it is. I can see it, but I can't. Like,
all right.
You know.
Money talks.
There you go. Money talk.
Can we
Money
not do
talk.
the quotes on the screen?
These are my actors right here. I fuck with these actors. I'm gonna be
Can
alright.
we not do the quotes on the screen? Can we just do the quotes out loud?
Nah, I like the quote.
Nah, I like
I
the
need
quotes on
the
screen.
screen.
I need the screen.
That's making it easier.
Crazy.
How is it
How made it easier? I ain't see you raise your hand.
I know, I'm not, but I'm saying though, it's making it easier for everybody else to see because the fact that you can read the quote over and over again in your head. But go ahead, continue what you're doing.
This nigga kept over everything
Come
for
on,
himself.
bro. He's saying it, and we got the screen. Niggas, 2 different type of learners here. Let me get my screen time.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Go ahead.
That's the problem with
All
us.
right,
Man.
next
Go for
question.
Hey, let me give you a thumbs up.
First, I can get a bullshit assignment. Now, Mr. Rice Ronan can't even speak American.
X. Chris Tucker.
Okay.
No. Oh, dang.
Movie?
Rush Hour.
There we go. All right. Ding, ding. Okay. Excellent lead with 5 points right now. All right. All right.
That boy can read.
Next question. If you're good looking, you're going to succeed through life. If you're ugly, you better pick up a book. Boy, you better pick up 2 books and a computer while you're at it.
X.
Yeah.
Is it Chris Rock?
Okay.
I don't know the movie. I just know it would be something he say.
Okay. Anybody want to try to get the movie? It's Chris Rock.
You might give me movie hints too.
Yeah, can I phone it? Yeah, can I phone it?
Okay, using the sentence.
Yeah, I did.
Is it Head of State?
It's not Head of State.
Okay. That was my guess.
I believe Morgan Freeman's in the movie with him as a hint. I might be wrong on that.
Man, how you giving wrong hints? I don't like this. Like, just tell us what it is at this point. Tell her what it is.
Everyone don't know? Everyone good?
Nah,
It's down to earth. I don't really know.
I've been dead.
Even if you told me that, I wouldn't even know.
Right. So where are we at with the points? X is still in the league. Kip surprisingly has no points. All right.
Niggas can read this week. That's why. Niggas can read this week.
All right. You take what you know and then you multiply. Don't use your dicks. They're too small and I can't count that high. I don't want to hear 400 inches. Ty.
That's definitely a Bernie Mac thing.
Nope.
Ooh.
X.
Jamie Foxx.
Ooh.
It was Jamie Foxx, right?
Ooh. And
okay. Is it
I got that. Kip next. I know what it is.
I don't know the movie. I don't know.
I was on mute.
Give it to Kip. I don't
Kip.
know.
It was Jarhead.
All right, there you go. Kip on the
Okay.
board. All
Okay.
right. Bobby
I was
remains
muted.
scoreless.
I did hear that.
I-
I couldn't remember. I heard the
I-
quote from him, but I knew I heard
Hey
the
man,
quote.
I ain't muted. These niggas is just good, boy. You
Yeah,
quotes.
man.
I ain't remembering that. You know what I mean?
All right, next one. I'd rather be home with a fucked up hand and some pussy than to be out here healthy as a motherfucker without it. Bobby.
Bernie Mac.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Ty.
Ty.
Chris Tucker.
Okay.
I knew it was Chris.
It's a Rush Hour movie.
Nah, it's not Rush Hour. Let me give you your point for the movie.
On to the next one.
Dang.
Anybody know the movie? I'll give you a hint. This is a movie where they were in the war and then they came back.
Oh, X.
Dead
Presidents?
There we go. Dead President.
Damn.
All right. Next
I
question.
love that movie too. Damn.
You don't love it
Oh,
enough.
It's not a
Using
quote
the
you would really
wrong
remember
quotes.
from it, though. I ain't even gonna hold it. It's not really a quote you really remember from it. Next question. Hey, Snowball, you want to know my name or the name of my horse? You ask me.
X.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Kip.
Crap.
Oh, what?
I heard Kip.
That is
Yeah, I heard Kip,
Fox,
too.
and that's in Django.
All right, that's 3. It was
should've known you was gonna have
Kip,
some
X,
jingles
then
in here.
Scrap.
Let's go.
That's what I heard. That's the order I heard it in.
My mic is lagging. That's what it is.
Nah,
My mic
your
always
mic ain't
lagging.
lagging.
My man been number one every
Right.
time.
Now that's mic lagging. Right? All right, next one. I don't want to hear about you sleep with my daughter. You're sleeping with me now.
X.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ty.
X.
Bernie Mac.
Okay.
And it's the fucking movie where he's dating the black girl. Fucking house guest? Nah, fucking not house guest. I don't know. I can't think of the name of the movie.
I think Kip then Ty then Scrap.
It was me, but I know the movie. I just don't know the name of the movie. If I could Google it, I know what it is. But I know it's with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, it's Max.
yeah,
It's like
it is.
Hitch or something. It's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
not Hitch.
No, that's not my guess. That's not my guess.
That's not my guess.
You got one guess. You got once you say your name is I gotta go to the next.
Oh, Ashton Kutcher. Ooh.
Go
I
ahead.
know this one.
It's Ty?
God damn.
Yes, TY.
Oh, it's me still?
Yeah.
Yes, that was you.
Then Scrap.
Wedding plan?
No. What? Scrap?
Man, I don't know the name of it, but
Damn.
y'all give me the hint, and I can't Google.
Yeah, I
it,
know.
so.
I know.
I know it's with
Ashton
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
I know it has a white background. I know
And
that's blue lettering.
is it with Sanaa Lathan too?
Nah,
Is
No,
that-
Zoe
it's
Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
So
Yeah,
The
so
movie-
yeah,
The
Maybe.
movie is Guess Who. And
Guess
clearly,
Who.
y'all niggas couldn't guess who.
Yeah,
Is that house guest? I was close enough.
You were.
Get out of here, nigga.
You was close. All right.
Nigga
Who
definitely said
got that
wedding
one
guest.
right?
X.
Oh, I got Bernie Mac.
All right, cool. Next one. If America was a woman, she would be
X.
a big. Damn, nigga.
Chris Rock.
See,
and
that's
State.
what.
All right.
That's a problem. See this? See how that go?
I mean, you can see it too, though, Kip.
You can
I
see
know,
it
but
too.
I'm saying though. But if you would normally just be reading it out loud, he couldn't just cut you off and just call the answer out loud.
But he
First of all,
said
that
he
motherfucker
said-
don't read that fast. He don't read that fast.
Who don't
That's
read
not
that
true.
fast?
That's
Who don't
not
read that
true.
fast?
A lot of niggas can.
You
Well,
read that whole
I was
sentence that
halfway.
fast?
The
I was
nigga got it
I
right.
I got it right. I got both of it right. So how the fuck can y'all even say anything?
But time out. What I'm trying to say is, I'm a
His mom
slow
went to
reader,
college.
and I was almost 3/4 of the way through. I'm just saying that you're posting this shit too
They didn't
fast.
read the first half of the sentence. I read the second half of the sentence. If that makes you feel
Exactly. That's the
better.
problem. That's
Next
what I'm trying to say.
question. Next quote.
That's the problem, nigga.
That man kid don't want nobody to win,
Yeah,
boy.
no, I'm being
Fuck
honest
y'all
about it.
notes.
Read it out loud first and then post it afterward. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's too much going into share screen and out of share screen. It's too much.
What? You're reading it out loud, then sharing the screen
Bro,
afterward.
the
How's that-
share screen takes a minute before it shows up, bro.
So what? Niggas, you hearing what you gotta
Nigga,
say?
you want to do it next week, motherfucker, since it's over.
I will do
All
next
I hear
week.
is criticize,
Send me the
criticize.
question. I will do next week. I will do next
You
week.
can't get shit.
They-
right
I
now.
think you-
Kid, bro.
I think you're doing a bad job. You're doing a bad job.
I'm doing a bad job. Nigga, you the only one complaining about it.
Because I'm being fair about it. Go ahead. Continue what you're saying.
Next quote. Your hand is nice and supple like a lady. This nigga's crazy.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
X.
This man
Chris
can't.
Tucker.
Ty. Oh,
No.
Okay.
Ty.
Ty.
Yo,
Jamie Foxx.
No.
this nigga came
Scrap.
with a perfect.
Scrap.
I know what it is. It's
presentation.
Bernie.
No,
It's Kip. It is Bernie Mac, and I believe that's Ocean's 11.
Nope, you got
He
Bernie,
said
but
no.
not the movie.
Well, I don't want to take the point because the fact is only Bernie's the last person left, so that doesn't make sense.
No one said Jamie, did he?
No, Bernie's the
said
last
Jamie.
person
I
left.
said Jamie.
Bernie was the last person left. But I know what movie it is too, because the fact that he was talking to somebody about something with their hands, and it was about lotion, if I'm mistaken. I know what movie it is, but I can't think about it in my head. I'm not taking the point.
11.
I know, but I know what the gist of what it was. I know it was Bernie Mac because he's the last person. That's why I'm not taking the point.
I'll give you a hint. It is starring 2 top-tier actors who got wrongfully convicted.
What?
Bobby.
Fuck.
Bobby.
Fuck.
I know
Yeah.
they was all in jail, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
life.
Yeah, life,
All right. Well, you fucked that up now, X. Thanks for doing
fuck
that.
it.
Bobby
I'll
only
take
got
it.
Give it to
one
Bobby.
point.
Bobby knew it.
I'm gonna
Bobby
be
knew
fair. Don't give me
knew
no
it.
point for that. Don't give me no point for that.
Give Bobby a point for the. Give Bobby
All
a point
right.
for the thing.
I'll take all the
Don't give me
points.
for that.
Put
We
me
got
on the
bonus
motherfucker.
questions now, so the niggas who don't got no points or no
Whoa.
points can
Ooh,
possibly.
You
wow.
giving participation
Yeah.
awards?
Nah, these are tough questions to answer. So
Name what?
name a movie where at least 2 of these actors were in together.
Oh, I got one.
Ty.
Players Club.
Ooh,
Jamie
good
Foxx,
one.
Bernie Mac.
Bobby.
Yes, sir. That's 8.
I already got it.
Ain't one. It's more. It's a lot of these. So
Oh,
no googling either, niggas.
didn't you just say life, nigga? Like that's just literally one.
That's literally one. Yeah, I say.
Only
I thought
Bernie's
about-
in that. No,
Yeah, I was
somebody
gonna say
else.
only Bernie.
Yeah.
It's Eddie Murphy and
yeah.
Martin.
Oh, I got one. I got Friday, the first one. Bernie Mac and Chris Tucker.
Kip, you didn't say your name. Yeah,
X.
Oh, well, whatever.
X.
X.
Friday.
Look at this
The
You can't
nigga.
use my same
Friday
one.
is correct.
You don't give him points for that for me saying out loud?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
I
time
did it because the first
Nigga,
week,
on Jeopardy,
time
if
out,
you
time
don't
out.
say what is the answer,
Time out,
someone
time
else can say
time
the answer
out,
and get it
Time
right.
out. So did you give Bobby the points for saying life after X said life?
Yeah,
He
because he
just
didn't have
said
no
it.
points. Because he didn't have no points. I gave him the point for that.
Participation points, baby.
Nigga's
Come on, son.
crazy, bro. All right,
Bro, if
whatever.
you on Jeopardy
But,
and you say an
whatever.
answer,
I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm not gonna argue with it.
crazy.
I'm not gonna
Gave you
argue with
clear
it, bro.
instructions. He had all the time in the world to say your
I'm
name
not
before
going to
you
say
answered.
anything else. I said what I said. I'm good.
X got another one.
What's up, X?
Booty call.
Ooh,
Damn.
my boy X came to play today.
Came to play.
There's a few more.
Bobby, so plain.
Shut the fuck up.
You just start throwing out answers.
He said so plain.
Trying to think of some shit that they on.
Plays
I don't even know what movie Chris Tucker's in.
Yeah,
For real.
y'all gonna have me start reading the fucking credits. I don't know.
So I'll give y'all a hint for the next one. So the hint for the next one is this guy was running for president.
X.
Head
of state.
Yes. Oh, God.
But, who was in the movie though?
Bernie
Chris
and
Rock and
Chris
Bernie
Rock.
Mac. Chris Rock and Bernie Mac. They was running.
All right, motherfucker. I want to make sure you got the shit. Dude. You can't just be saying the movies
I
out
didn't
loud.
say the. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. I know who he was talking. You only gotta say the name of the movie. I know who. I got the list of all the combinations of.
I know,
people.
but Kip was trying to try me like I didn't know the movie, so that's why he asked
No,
me.
I'm saying that I want to know who the fuck was in the movie. I didn't know that.
All right.
So how many more are there, Dave?
There is 1, 2, 3 left.
Yo, I feel like
There's an anime movie.
I
with
know.
one.
I knew it was an animated movie. It's Chris Rock and Jamie Foxx in it too.
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Why you say it like that? You sure?
All right, I'll give you another clue for this one. This one was a movie that included Kid and Play. Now for this one, you got to give me both the people on it because I'm giving you pretty much a good
X.
Yeah.
X House Party.
Which one? It's a lot of house parties.
House Party is the original one.
No.
Fuck.
Oh, it's House Party. I'm Bernie Mac and
Yep.
fuck. Hold on. Which one was Bernie Mac? Hey, with handcuffs on and Chris Gordon.
Yeah.
Look, that's my shit. Oh shit. It was was it?
Just break it down. You got the time right now. Just break it down.
I'm trying to. I got come on, man. Multiple choice day too. You know what I mean? I was never good at showing my work, to be honest with you.
It has to be one. It only has to be another one.
It was 3.
Yes, House Party 3.
Ah,
All right.
So
And who's the other
says Kip.
actor in it?
Can I get Kip for that one?
Huh?
you said what?
Because he never said his name. He just said
I
the
knew
movie
Kid
out
was
loud.
gonna say so. I knew Kid
Can you say? Mario X. Scrap my line, Scrap my line.
Hey,
Scrap
Bobby
my line?
didn't criticize my goddamn
You
game
not-
because he can't read the question
Scrap,
fast
am I
enough.
lying, Scrap? Am I lying?
I heard the whole time.
Thank you, bro. I was on
You
my
right,
face
you got
last time. And I was 43. I own my points for that. He was like, come on, like,
Yo,
All right, I'll give you your stinky ass 5 points. Back,
scrap the game. All them niggas. Oh yeah, go ahead and finish that statement. I got that.
I'll give you your stinky ass 5 points. There's one more
This is what
movie.
it come down
Come
to.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down to buddy.
Keep it $100 on me, nigga. That's all.
I'll give you points back.
Kid said keep that same energy.
This nigga mad at me, nigga. He can't answer the question. How you want
Nigga,
me to do
Scrap
a game
watch
the
this
I
same
ain't
shit.
way?
being.
Watch this
Listen,
setup
I'm not
like you
being
playing
mad.
Among
I'm
Us,
being
bro.
consistent. That's what that's
Nigga,
called. It's
Yeah,
about
be
up in
keeping
the
consistent
electric room, bro.
energy. Because I did the same thing. No, you're not gonna do that to me. I ain't gonna be no nigga suffering from shit. No sir.
Nah, niggas
No
cut me up in the
sir.
electric room, bro. You like help me out? That nigga's
No,
crazy, bro.
not today, devil. No sir.
All
Not
right,
Niggas gonna help
me.
me out.
y'all not gonna get these next two movies, so I'll just say them.
Can you get a hint for that? Can you give us a hint?
Nigga, I don't know a good hint to give for these movies. That's why I can't
Alright,
give
well,
you a
give us
hint.
a hint.
We still on the same
You
question.
can give us if you want to do it. You can give us the actors who was in the movie and give us a runaround gist of the movie or
Chris
a
Rock
scene
and
they
Chris
was in.
Tucker. I don't know these movies. That's what I'm saying. Chris Rock and Chris Tucker is in one that y'all haven't guessed yet.
What year? Give me the year.
I don't know. I haven't seen this movie.
Can you give us some of the actor in the movie?
I haven't
Nigga say
seen
he
this
don't know the movie.
Yeah, like what the hell? How many other times I said I haven't
Can't
seen
Google.
this
Nigga
movie?
say he don't
My
know the
apologies.
movie.
I thought
Give
you
us
could
the
Google
last
movie.
two, bro.
Just give us
It's-
the last two. then.
Is one is the one with Chris Rock and Chris Tucker is Panther, and the one
Yo, I
with
never
Chris
knew
Rock
that.
and Bernie Mac is Madagascar, Escape from Africa.
Damn.
Oh yes, I see that.
You do
I
know
see
that
that.
movie though.
You could have
I
definitely. given
have
us-
not seen that one.
I like to move it. Nigga, regardless, we niggas would have
Yeah,
got that
we could
shit.
got that.
Oh,
Lemurs.
hell, the New York Giants. Like,
Yeah,
niggas would've got that,
animated.
huh?
Like what? You
Yeah,
said
but you'd have,
animated before, but
you'd have had to guess the second one, not the first one.
Exactly.
still, but if we could have got some
Yeah.
ideas from it. Like if I'm not mistaken, if it's the second one, if I'm not mistaken, Bernie Mac character was that Escape from
That's what was the
Africa?
second one. See, from Africa, yeah.
Yeah. So was Bernie Mac character his father? I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I may be wrong about that. I think it's follow somebody different. But that's how you wrap the game.
Oh, this was the last
Right.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
X has won the game.
Sir, yes, sir.
As long as I
Nigga
ain't got
Kips.
zero, I'm Gucci.
Nigga Kip set me up, nigga. Make sure I
Yeah,
finish
I
on one point.
I
B.
super let
It's cool.
I super let you go ahead. I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead. Get
Now
that
you still
shit
got your
right.
points, Bobby. I just had to take points back from X and give him the kid.
I had
What points you took from me?
Why you got
Crybaby
this for X?
ass. Because Kip said the answer before you said for Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, I thought yeah, you did. You did.
I had, like I said, I had to keep the same energy. I can't give
Yeah.
Bobby the points tonight.
yeah,
Give you the points.
I like that.
Nigga,
Cool. Making sure
How much?
that-
How much did I smoke Kip by? I just want to know.
You
I
had
don't care if you
16.
I had
You had,
16.
you had high. Yeah.
How much did Kip have? That's the only person I care
I
about.
probably
this
had
year.
like 8. If
Kip
that.
had 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 8. Nigga, I ain't know.
Nah, because I just want to know how much I'm beating one of my opponents by who's getting on my nerves.
I'm getting there because I'm trying to keep the fit. Well, it's been fit the next rating.
This nigga Kip came in hot criticizing my game. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, hey man.
Nigga said
I'm
you get
just
Only
saying.
nigga, only nigga with a problem with the shit on the screen. Only nigga.
Because that's not how we've been doing before. But all right, well, I'm a.
That was
Niggas
better
hate-
for me,
Niggas
bro.
hate change.
Yeah, niggas hate
I
change.
don't like change. I don't like change,
It's
nigga. I'm gonna
crazy.
say I don't like
Obama head
change.
ass
Well,
niggas.
Well,
So we playing this Among Us or nah?
I'm
What's
about to
up?
go on and do
So
this.
wait, we're not done yet. What are you talking about? I thought
Oh, yeah,
we done.
Question
we
of the
not.
day.
No,
Niggas is
Yeah,
wild.
we didn't hit the.
Niggas act
we
like we
didn't
don't
listen to
pod
the
on
last
Thursdays
two.
no more.
We was gonna do a fire round. I was gonna just throw out these 2 topics and tell me what you think about it. Quick answers. 2
Gotcha.
minutes. We're gonna call this the
Let me hear
quick
that, let me hear-
answer.
Oh, I
Let me
round.
hear that. Let me hear
So-
that.
know that.
No Halloween. Oh, you know what we call this segment? The quickie.
Quick.
No Halloween.
I like it. Ha ha. I
Man,
get
No
it.
Halloween. What's
Man,
y'all
fuck
quick
those
thoughts?
kids. I didn't have no Rolling Loud. Fuck them kids. That's how I
Okay,
feel.
let's
You
go.
right.
Next.
Yes,
Damn right about that.
this whole year been fuck Halloween, bro. Fuck Halloween.
All right, good. We got action day out. Let's go, Kip. You up?
What?
What's
What's
your
the
thoughts on
rules?
Halloween?
Oh,
What? I'm so confused. What happened?
Just give you a quick thoughts on Halloween not being.
Oh, Halloween. Oh, my fault.
Kip, come on.
I'm just watching my movies.
niggas
That's
is
my plans.
devious.
That's it. Watch my movies every day for Halloween. Fuck Halloween. I don't care about candy. I buy my own candy.
All
So
right,
Kip fuck the kids.
What
Kip
we
did
got, Bobby?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. Halloween was pretty cool, but like you said, it ain't really nothing. I don't want no kids with coughing, knocking on my door. Can I get a Snickers? Get the fuck out of here. So,
Wait, do it with the voice again. Nigga say like you got a retainer on.
Snickers? I got a fuck out of here. I don't know kids out there, but I'm still gonna probably
Sound
put
like
out
a
candy.
baby kid.
I'm
Yeah.
probably still gonna put out candy because it's my first crib. So you know,
Scrap, what you got?
gotta do it.
No, I don't care about Halloween, honestly. The only thing I care about on Halloween is the Reese ghost. Them shit is fire.
All right, well, I'm a little upset for the kids. I want them to have a childhood. I mean, it's neither here nor there. Let's do this next topic real quick. The scholarship. So both Megan gave out a scholarship. Megan Thee Stallion gave out a scholarship, $10,000, called the Don't Stop Scholarship for any female going into any field at any school, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. And then we got Travis Scott, who said he'll pay 5 kids' tuitions to HBCUs.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts. Quickie, what you got? What you got there?
I like the idea for both. Travis Scott has already given 2 kids money. One's a girl at Howard, one's a guy at Morehouse. I just wish that. I love it that they're doing it. I just wish that they started giving other HBCUs besides the most popular ones, Howard and Morehouse and Spelman. You know, it's other HBCUs that students that could use their money as well. But that's my thought.
What you got, X?
I think it's dope, you know, because I hopefully I want to do the same thing for my HBCU one day, be able to create a scholarship for them. So I think, you know, it's a great idea.
They got you on record now. Just want you to know that.
I know,
Bobby.
they can have me on record.
Definitely dope.
Bobby,
I like everybody doing that. I guess you could call it a movement now, the HBCU movement, like star athletes going, people actually, you know, attending to them, giving them scholarships and tuition to make it more popular so we could, you know, learn and be with our own culture instead of trying to assimilate and be other people that we're actually not and learn who we actually are.
Scrap, Kip, what you got, Kip?
I'm playing Among Us. I don't give a fuck about this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right. There it is. And Scrap, what you got, buddy?
Awesome initiative by both parties. So you said Megan Thee Stallion is to any HBCU or any school?
In any college for
colored
woman of color.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's awesome, right? Giving back is one of the things that, you know, everyone would hope to do once they make some money or make it one day. So I think it's awesome for both of them.
All right, that's good. So just to wrap it up, I think it's awesome. They're both giving back. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like majority they're giving back to people of their own color and creed, because even if they're not going to a HBCU, it shouldn't matter as long as they're, you know, someone of color. I'm being a little biased. They need the money more or less. So I think that's beautiful. And Travis Scott, he, like they said, he's been doing this. I think he's a good man. We're going to hit up the question of the day, and we're going to end it up. What we got?
Yo, didn't we talk about a question of the day yesterday, Coach?
Nah. Which one?
You had said that you had a good question of the day yesterday. When we
damn, I don't remember that one, but I do have one. I have one. Yo, who has and had? Let's go to 2020. Who's had a better rap career, Future or Young Thug?
Better rap career, Future.
Young Thug.
Future.
Oof.
Wait, you said like career? Or you said career? Yeah, Future. I'm going with Future. Young Thug has. I just recently
I think
started
Young-
appreciating Young Thug's music. Some of his older stuff it hasn't grown me. I can't really say there isn't a Future album that I don't enjoy. Well, at least a few songs on it. I can say there's Young Thug music that I don't like. So that's what my take on it.
I feel like Young Thug has kind of changed the game around rap down south. Well, not down south, but in that mid-south area, in like Atlanta area. So he put Gunna on, he put Lil Baby on, you feel me? So I definitely think he had a major career, because I don't know anybody Future has really like put on like that, like Gunna and Lil Baby.
Nigga, we ain't talking about who they put on. We talking about their career.
But
I mean,
their
career. No, I'm
that's
career in general. Yeah,
that's
part of
included
their
into their career. Like when we talk
All
about
right.
Kanye, we talk about good music too. You feel me? We talk about all his.
I'm talking about just the music. When I talk
Hey,
about
take your shot, y'all. We still somehow mentioned Kanye. We should do a whole drinking game every time you mention Kanye and LeBron. Go ahead.
Yo, that'd be hard.
I didn't mention either one.
Be drunk as hell.
You said you ain't mentioned either one. Nigga, we had a whole hour conversation about LeBron. What are you talking about?
I meant what's his name? Kanye. I meant to say. Why niggas vote for me? What the fuck? What the fuck did I do? Like, niggas is crazy,
You
son.
are the weakest link today.
I don't understand why niggas
heard
is
you, bro. Get him out of there.
niggas is dumb. I swear to God,
Yeah.
niggas on this.
But I think, like I said, I think Future has had more of a, I can't say impact, but I think he's had a better career music wise than Young Thug. Besides putting people on, because I'm pretty sure there's people Future put on that we're just letting slip by, or the people like the music he's influenced as well. So I can't just push past that right now. I mean, Lil Baby, he definitely helped. Young Thug helped Lil Baby get off the street and help him start his career. So I do give him that. But music. If we just compare music catalogs to catalogs, Future's catalog is better than Young Thug's catalog right now.
Agreed.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think as far as we just going rapping and voice skills, I think Young Thug is better. But Future always has those beats, those beats that he has. It's an unfair advantage.
You said lyrics. You think Young Thug lyrics is better than Future?
Never.
Yeah.
Nah,
never.
I can't agree with you.
I ain't never heard of a Thugger project.
I don't know about lyrical, brother. I don't know about lyrical.
Yeah, because niggas just don't be understanding him.
Nah, I don't think that Thug has a project that's better than Dirt Sprite 2, in my opinion, at all. I think that there's no project that he has
but okay. What at that point in our life, we wasn't even listening. We didn't even know what Future was saying.
I was listening to that.
No. All right, let me rephrase it. We didn't understand what Future was saying like that. The only reason we fucked with it is because those beats were stupid.
No, nigga, I knew exactly what he was saying in that.
Yeah, I heard what he was saying. You crazy? Yeah, I don't know.
You knew every word he was saying?
Not every, but I
knew what he was, the gist of what he was getting at.
But it was the gist. But
this
let's
nigga
be honest.
Young Thug said he wanted to fuck his auntie. Nigga, I can't relate to that. Nigga,
no,
what?
First of all rappers say gay stuff.
That's not gay. That's incest. So, yeah, that's weird.
Wait, what he say?
He said he wanted to fuck what?
Want to fuck his auntie. Nigga. One of his songs. He said it, nigga. I was like,
maybe it was a play auntie.
I'm pretty sure Future has said something a little reckless and shit too. No, let me look up.
He ain't put no shit on
gay lyrics by Future. let me look that up.
Now you're reaching.
Yeah. Why am I reaching? But anyway, I just think Future had, and it's no fault to him. I think it's great. It's a great thing that he had Metro Boomin behind him for a long time in his career. And
Young Thug had Birdman.
Yeah, all right, bro.
Birdman, look, don't discount Birdman. Do not discount
for
Birdman.
Beats. We talking about beats,
nigga. Birdman gave him resources Birdman gave him resources that a lot of new artists aren't available to get right away, bro.
But that don't mean nothing, nigga. That
I ain't gonna lie.
Him and Rich Homie little section was popping for a little minute, nigga.
But I'm saying we listen to beats more. The masses listen to beats more.
I don't listen to the beats. I listen to lyrics more than the beats.
Nigga, those beats was stupid.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I hear what you're saying about Metro Boomin, but I think Future's the reason why Metro is even popping. Honestly speaking. Like
What?
you got
Are
to
you crazy?
think about it. Think about it. What's Metro's tag? If your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Who's saying that? Future. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying though, like without Metro's beats, he would not be Future.
He
I
was
understand,
making.
like,
Wait, hold on. Let me
But
go to his
without
first
Future, Metro
album.
wouldn't be without Future, Metro wouldn't be popping. What are you saying?
but the beats are more important.
No, they're not.
Really? I don't know
Yes,
about
they
that.
are. The beats are more important. You're not gonna listen to any rapper on a whack beat, bro.
Yes, I will.
I
All
don't
right,
think.
name one whack beat that you listen to a rapper on, bro.
I can't determine a whack beat right now, but I'm pretty sure there's beats that
The beat,
aren't superior that I enjoy the song to.
nah, bro, nah. Let me tell you, because niggas listen to "Scoop Diddy Doop" by Ye,
No,
and
I
he
did
ain't even
not.
say
No, I
nothing
did
because
not.
of the
No, I did
beats.
not.
That's
I
not
did
a
not.
song though, bro. You know that wasn't a real song.
But I know, but what were we listening to? We said the beat was crazy though.
That's
and when
true.
you say
I
when you
said
talk
that.
about Dirty Sprite,
said that
what
shit.
we talk about is the beats.
No, I do not. I do not. That's on you. Let me look who produced his first work, because I don't even think Metro was on his first shit to say Metro started him out. Let me see. Pluto was an album from him. I didn't know that. Yeah, he wasn't on. Yeah, Metro was not on that album with Same Damn Time or Turn on the Lights or Magic or Tony Montana. No Metro in sight. T-Wall.
I hear you. I still think.
Oh, I thought this shit froze. I ain't hear nobody.
No. I hear you. I still think it's the
I'm
beats.
looking at the
though.
camera like,
I still think it's the beats, bro. It's the beats for Future,
bro.
Niggas stuck him.
Future
promise
is a talented, and he.
No,
So you saying he's not talented? Wow.
no, I don't think he's the most skillful rapper out there, even when it comes to his mumble
But
I
there are a
thought
rap.
we
lot of
was
people like
comparing
that.
two people.
Yeah,
I never thought of Future as a mumble rapper at all. I've always understood what Future
I don't know
was
about
What?
saying.
that. I don't know
Come
about
on,
that.
bro.
I don't know
Now
about
you
that,
making
bro.
up shit, bro.
What song was he mumbling on? Young Thug has many of songs where he mumbled. I remember Scrap didn't know if this nigga was saying catnip on Lifestyle, nigga.
That's
And
but
you know
I'm
that's
not
a
saying
fact.
Young Thug. I'm not saying Young Thug isn't mumbling, but for you to say Future ain't mumbling too, sometimes you're
What
lying to yourself.
songs? I'm honestly, I might have not listened to the songs that you're referring to, but I've never heard a song where I could not understand what Future was saying, where I had to like rap genius the lyrics to figure out what he's saying. I've had to do that to Young Thug's music a lot of the time.
I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
you're 100% right.
There was probably one song that I had to really listen to the shit because the fact that it was sounding some wild shit that Future said. It was on the shit with
The Weeknd?
Weekend. Yeah, taste it. I'm like, what? Taste
But
dick?
that wasn't
What?
mumble though. It was just
It wasn't, but it was the way that it was. But I'm saying though,
emphasize the tasted or taste it.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
wild.
That
I'm
you
like,
sound crazy.
it
My
sound
thing is,
If you
wild.
was gonna find a gay lyric from Future, that would have been
That
it.
was it. That was
I
it.
feel as
That
though
was it.
like
100%.
all of them were mumble rappers at the beginning until we got in tune to what they were saying, like because we didn't understand the Southern accent that well. Like
I agree
I
with that.
understand 90% of what I know. 90% of what Young Thug says now, I just wasn't adjusted because we grew up with rappers who enunciated every word. Like Fab was saying every word, Jadakiss was saying every word, Jay-Z was saying every word. We wasn't having shit like even Lil Wayne was saying every word. Snoop Dogg was saying every word. You feel me? Yeah. So like Nas was saying every word. Those niggas wasn't saying it and enunciating.
I give you this, T-Wall. Young Thug has had a better development and has grown much since the beginning of his career to now than Future has. I can say that.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I
nah,
go that far
his So Much Fun album. I really fuck with that album. Like
I don't know.
I really fuck.
I don't know,
I mean,
but I don't know. I really fuck with the Barter 6 though. The Barter 6
was good. The first few songs he came out with in the features he did with Rich Homie, they were good, but like he was a mumble rapper back then. Like that was mumble. That was mumble.
I feel like because honestly, and even Gunna says this. He says his voice is a part of like the
it's
song.
Instrument.
It's an instrument. So
yeah.
So
but
that's
if I can't hear what you're
mumble
saying, I can't really enjoy the song.
But like, it's still an instrument though.
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
a lot of people.
Time out. How is this? How is this any different than what T-Wall just said about us having a rap genius? What Future saying? Why is it now that his voice is an
Because
instrument?
I don't think
So
Future.
where are we going with this? Is this that
Wait,
it's an
break. You
instrument or
gotta
is it
break
penny
that down.
Yo, Houston
Because,
is turning the ball over too much.
T-Wall,
That's
you
crazy.
said that we had the rap genius. What Future said? Is that not what you said?
Yeah, I
So,
did say that.
but now when Dave says that we couldn't understand it, we had to get it. Well, you more so said that we had to get acclimated to it. You guys are making it sounds like you guys are making an excuse that his voice is an instrument, so that's the reason why the distortion is happening.
Well,
So why is it
this is
different in
the
this
thing.
situation?
I said what I said was at the beginning I did not understand what he said. Now that I'm more used to all the Southern rapper voices, I understand it more, and now I understand the fact that he uses his voice as an instrument, from going to loud pitch, low pitch, drawn out pitch, quotable, short pitch, and all different types of variations. If you go and you listen to his Easy Breezy album and you listen to his Barter album, you listen
That's
to so
the
much
album
Fun
where he said he
album.
wanted to fuck his auntie on. That shit you just mentioned, that Easy Breezy shit.
Well, yeah, like you could see the difference. Like Future doesn't really have no fluctuation, except for that time where he tried to do it and the shit sounded horrible. It just sounded horrible.
So you're saying that Future doesn't do it, and Young Thug is intentionally doing a fluctuation in his voice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, I don't know. It seems like they all sound the same to me. I don't really distinguish.
I definitely don't believe that. Bobby, you down at ATL? What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I don't understand none of them for real. I don't know what they're talking about.
Not near one of them. All right, thank you. I'm telling you right now.
Future has songs you can understand them. Thugger got songs you can understand them. They both switch up the cadence
the
for
Future
real.
and the Hendrix, the double album that he put out, both was fire.
I like the beginning Future way better than the
Pluto
new
Future.
Yes, that nigga.
Really?
That nigga was.
I like
dumping,
new nigga.
bro.
My collection, that heat, nigga. What?
Y'all toxic and all that other shit y'all like to get into. Me, I like when he was rapping about dope and you can understand what he was talking about. Like, I like that.
I miss when people used to rap about dope.
I don't miss that at all. I like the emotional shit.
Oh yeah, you do. Of course you do.
Oh,
that nigga top favorite song was Wayne on Me.
Ass make your knees touch your elbows. Y'all can't understand that? Bounce your ass, make your knees touch your elbows, hoes. That's y'all don't understand that.
I never said I didn't understand Future. I never said that. I just said
it was definitely a growth of learning what they were saying. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying like we was used to before the rap game. Like, all right. There was a whole stage of mumble rappers, and Future was definitely considered a mumble rapper when he first came out. It was Young Thug, Future, Rich Homie Quan. They was all considered because they came out around the same time or got popular around the same time, and they was all considered mumble rappers. So that's all I'm saying. And just to go,
you said Rich Homie Quan was considered a mumble rapper, sir?
Yeah, because he will mumble sometimes fast. And I used to like Rich Homie Quan. I remember when AP put me on to him. There's definitely. Let me go look up the song because now you're about to make me look up the song.
For some paper. What would you do?
I think he mumbled in that song.
He might have. Now I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm saying. Y'all
But I know,
what happened?
But what I do know, I don't recall songs I've heard from Future. This nigga mumbling. That's just the songs I've heard. There might be songs out there where the nigga is mumbling.
He just came out the song. Life is good, right? Is that the song? Well, I'm Drake. One time I want to get there a little bit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. The beat sounds good though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it
Hey, Bobby, you got me on that one. You got me because I don't know what that nigga saying either.
What song is this?
Life is good. What's that beat drop? I don't know what that nigga saying.
Okay.
Remember
And
Thank you.
what's the name
Oh,
too?
shit for the
What's this
streets.
shit? The Black Panther shit. Where the niggas do the
So,
lolly
so we
dolly
back.
die
So we
shit.
backtracking a little. That's the shit I was talking about with the fluctuation. Whoa,
That's a fluctuation. You consider that a fluctuation for real?
He OD went high on that, bro.
Oh, that's what you was talking
I
about. You said
find
that
it-
shit. I'm like,
I
who
find
you
a
referring
fluctuation
to?
is more. I thought fluctuation being more so like up and down type of situation. You just talking about an inflection.
Google mumble rapper and look who comes up immediately.
Future. That's Future because he's the one who started. But he started that lane. But I can understand.
I just said that.
Future
But
started
I'm-
mumble rap? Nah.
he was one of the pioneers from mumble rap.
Oh my
But I
god!
never disagree with
You
that.
know,
And
you
it
know
sure
he
is
was.
hot too.
It sure is hot.
Sure is hot. You know he was one of the creators of mumble rap. When Designer came out, nobody knew what the fuck he was saying. He said, that nigga sound like Future. I wonder if he's mad he took his style.
But nah, he had the same
Thank you,
voice as
Bobby.
Future, not the same. His voice sounded like Future and Panda. You know his
Bro,
voice sounded like Future, not the
His voice sound like
his
Future.
voice sounds like Future.
This song sounded, bro. If I knew
No,
this
I
song,
thought it was Future when the song came out. Honestly, I was
thank
like,
you,
oh,
bro.
this song-
Because he had songs already that was sounding like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. All right. So here when I just Google searched the top mumble rappers that I just Google searched is Future, Lil Yachty, Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Designer, and I guess they put a little pump in there. I'm gonna
Lil
listen to this
Yachty.
song. Oh, did he be mumbling on shit when he tries to do that singing shit?
Maybe I just don't
He
listen
OD
to
be
enough of these
mumbling.
niggas' music like that to.
So
The shit I listen
that
to
was-
Lil
that
Yachty, that nigga be spitting, nigga. Put him and the T Grizzly
What?
together, them niggas be spitting.
Big facts. That was fire.
Yeah, that song was
one
fire.
song, bro.
Huh?
And you know I am a pro young rapper guy.
You said Lil Yachty
Yeah,
don't got that many songs. Lil Yachty got some songs on him.
bro, we had this whole debate, and none of y'all was on my side when we had this whole debate
When?
about
Was it in the
young
chat?
rappers.
I probably didn't see it.
What?
Lil Yachty
When I was
got-
going back and forth with school, and I had to protect my young rappers when y'all was making fun of me.
Maybe
for
these
Lil
songs
Uzi
didn't come
Vert.
out yet. You did that early on in their
Troy,
career.
I'm always on your side. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, X. Thank you.
What?
Now this nigga
doing?
X is nationwide. Always on his
Nigga,
fuck out there.
Always on your side, bro.
This nigga's
No,
crazy.
no. He's all state. I'm in good hands with him, baby.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Hey,
Chicago,
yo.
Chicago trying to lead a comeback on the
No
Bucks.
All right, y'all, let's wrap it up. Hey, thank you again for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you every week. And that's about it. Anybody else got something to say? I like the way y'all ended. What else y'all got?
Yo, play me on Among Us. If you got there,
Oh, touchdown!
figure out a way to get in contact with us on Among Us. I got y'all.
Hey,
I am here
leave
for the game.
comments, reviews. We'll play with y'all. Pause.
Hey,
Hey, no balls.
Hey, but it's faded the next rated. Yo,
I got my-
I gotta say something. I gotta say something for the people of the podcast.
Hey, I'm dropping my
Go
own
ahead.
fans in like a week, guys. I got
this
this.
guy's crazy.
People have told us our podcast is faded and X-rated, but they say we're not freaky enough.
We're not freaky enough.
So somebody gonna have to start dropping dick in this thing.
You heard that drop dick out
Alright.
our
Dick you
fans?
won't.
Copy. I'm a dick you won't.
Hey, I hope it was a chick that said that because
You want some
it was.
big black dingus?
how she look?
Niggas.
How she look?
Huh?
Huh?
All right, never mind.
Huh?
I'll talk to y'all good people later. Peace out.
Thank you all for listening to Fade and X Rated. Stick around for some of our pre-recording bloopers. Thank you.